Welcome to the Gray Area. The Gray Area Media. We've obligated ourselves to be the voice for all communities, speaking on topics that include community, religion, education, politics, technology, sports, health, and wellness. The Gray Area Media is a platform created by longtime friends for the sole purpose of providing our communities with the ability to voice current, past, and modern-day issues. The Gray Area, in its naming significance, solely speaks to the area in which people shy away from speaking because of media-based constraints or contractual-based obligations. Well, I'm here to tell you, we don't do that here. So please, stay tuned in. We're going to go live in a few minutes. Don't forget, please add us as a friend on Facebook so that you can follow our live feed. And not only that, please add us on Twitter and Instagram at The Gray Area Media. Please visit our website at www.thegrayareamedialive.com. Thank you. Hello, viewers. We are live right now, and this is The Gray Area, and this is your boy, Ray E.
This is your boy, P. Wills.
And we have some very special guests. If y'all only knew the conversations that take place before we go live, y'all just would have no clue.
Round two.
Round two. But we are speaking on eating and cooking healthy. Again, we have some very special guests here back for you today, and a new guest, Monica M.D. Douglas. How you doing?
I'm doing
You all right over there?
I'm doing all right.
Okay.
All right.
That's Monica.
That's
Food
Monica,
MD.
the Food MD Douglas. Mia Pickens, holistic mentor.
Y'all know it's me in the building.
Simply a tool, right?
Simply a tool.
There it
Simply
is.
being _ Mia on Instagram.
Oh, my God. Chitlin lover.
Oh,
Hold on. I told him it's war. Before we close these cameras off and the show is war. Just know it.
no. Chitlins is such a
P.S.
terrible
for the
meal.
viewers. Yuck times 10.
I'm just going to apologize to all the viewers that eat chitlins. I feel sorry for you. If you do, hey, if it's good to you, it's good to you, okay? But, man, that's a tough to swallow.
Ugh, gross.
We have Ayanna Tipton.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Author, entrepreneur. We're going to talk about a lot. And Ayanna's a special today because she has a book that she's releasing titled ID. You're also here to understand more about eating and cooking healthy.
Yes. There you go. It all works out.
Yeah, it all works out. All right. So you guys brought some food today. Some
Correct.
I cannot wait to taste.
Correction.
Yes.
Miss MD over here. Food
okay.
MD bought
Food.
food.
Well, you bought some. You bought something too.
Some vegan banana
Vegan-
muffins. I
vegan-
typically
vegan
put
banana
nuts in them, but
muffins.
people have food allergies, so I had to be a little careful with
Okay.
y'all.
All right.
I mean, don't look over here.
They don't have no.
I mean, she looked right at me. People have food allergies, so I had to be careful what I put. No, she looked right at
I
me.
mean, I'm just saying.
They not gluten.
Some people are sensitive. It's okay.
Hey.
It's all right.
Diverticulitis, they don't have none of that.
Yeah, you're right.
We-
Well, they probably do and just don't fully know it yet the way they be eating. So
I'm still working on me. Okay. I just had some chips before I got here. And I'm working on
Okay,
that.
We
I
appreciate the
know.
honesty there.
Had some butt chips.
You need
Yeah.
to stop.
See.
No, I'm getting him. Nah, I'm getting him. Off camera, he all my man. Hi, how are you? Off camera, you like, yeah, bet. Okay, nah, I'm getting you back.
It's all good. Okay, so obviously we had a show last time and we really focused on the things you put inside your body really affect you mentally and your well-being, and we have to get back to educating people on eating healthy food, right? What you ingest in your system is what you project in the day. If you project nasty things or processed food, you're gonna be sleepy, tired. You eat healthy foods, you'll probably have more energy. You'll be up to par. So, some of the things that you guys brought today, well, you both brought today. Can you tell us what they are and what you put in them to make them so healthy?
So deliciously healthy.
So deliciously healthy.
Technically the the start of the day. There.
What do we have here?
So
I know what these are.
What's that?
This looks like almonds. I don't know what the other stuff is, but it looks
Yeah,
like
what we
almonds.
have-
I don't know.
Almonds
what it is.
and
Almonds and some roasted chickpeas. They are
Who?
chickpeas.
Yes.
Who?
What are chickpeas?
Or garbanzo beans. So what that is I made a glaze, and it was with roasted. The roast. What are you doing? Oh.
I'm showing the viewers.
So what it is, I roasted the chickpeas and some olive oil, a little salt, and then I made a glaze with.
Hold on, slow down. You know,
Made a
these
glaze.
people taking notes.
That nothing but oats perm.
Well, you still gonna have to connect with her to get the step by steps
Right,
now.
100% maple, some paprika, a little
Okay.
cayenne pepper,
Okay,
and made a glaze.
okay.
And then I
What
put
is
that-
significance of the cayenne pepper to
spice.
the spice?
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta make your food flavorful if you want
Right.
to continue to eat it. No
It's
one wants to
also-
eat things bland.
Yeah, it's also really good for digestion.
Okay,
And your blood
Really,
pressure. Yeah.
really good for that. It's a beautiful spice
So,
to have.
And
Okay.
then I roasted those off. And then I felt that was a little too salty, so I added a plain roasted almond.
okay.
All in the oven. So that was the first container. And then, just some plain balsamani, made it with a little bit of olive oil, no seasonings whatsoever because all the other stuff is
This is
right.
rice.
Yes, this is rice.
So this isn't like
It's
buttered.
basmati. No, it's not buttered.
What is?
I use a little olive oil.
Okay, so you just use olive oil and you don't put any spices or
I
anything with
did-
this?
Not this time, I did not.
Okay.
Because what I got to pair it with has more than enough spice.
Okay,
It's more or less a vessel to help you get full.
okay.
So then,
do
those
we
are
have here?
lentils.
Lentils?
Yes.
How
I don't-
how healthy are lentils?
Very.
Very.
We talked about lentils on the last episode. Lentils is
Lentils.
almost the perfect protein.
With a little mashed up.
It is. It is.
It's a perfect protein.
Do they
It's
come in? Do
digestible.
they come in like a bean?
Yeah, they're a little bitty pea sized. Well, smaller than a pea actually, but they're right over there with the other dried beans,
Okay.
black beans, hand beans, what's called white beans. navy
Yeah,
beans,
white
in the
beans.
dry section.
Okay.
So,
These are probably in an aisle that I'd never go to.
Typically, things in
This is the aisle that I look down real quick and like, I don't
That's
need
not
nothing down
for
there.
me.
down there. So, but the spices up in there was curry, cumin,
Oh,
Paprika.
Oh, she's coming to heal.
Okay,
curry,
paprika.
cumin, paprika,
Yes
Okay.
to the
garlic
cumin.
powder, little onion powder.
Yes.
Okay,
And I use vegetable broth.
vegetable
And
broth.
I let them just a low simmer. And
Okay.
then they actually thicken up on their own.
Okay,
Just
Then
like a regular bean, everyone.
yeah.
So, and then the last container, don't tilt
Last
that, 'cause
container?
those are greens.
Oh, okay, green. Yeah.
Those are my infamous
You
collard
You
greens.
can't tip the greens
Don't
now.
tip the greens, get green juice all over.
You come out everywhere. Okay, so
So-
what do you have in the
And the
greens?
greens,
Now these are these
I don't know
down
about
south
giving out my
collard
green
greens.
recipe. They are collards. I
Okay.
don't know about doing the rest though.
Okay, just
Those people hire me for those.
is there meat in
But there
here?
is smoked turkey in there. I do not use any.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Someone here is upset because of the turkey. Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna look at me on that one.
Pete Will, he's just starting everything today.
First of
Nah,
First
okay,
of
but
all.
off camera, man, they got on me, right? Okay, see, I try to have a civil conversation off camera,
Hey.
and then he took it left,
Hey,
like he always does. But then when
Hey.
the camera going, he like, oh
I
man.
went left with him.
hey, you start talking about eating groceries, and we
I was
corrected
stopping
you.
y'all. Stop it. So but let me
Oh,
just
my
let me
goodness.
interject.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
let me
thank you,
interject
please.
that the greens are healthy though. So
Okay.
a lot of people don't realize that there is a healthy version of collard greens, and mine are good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. You're not missing anything.
These do look good.
Now, is there a special kind of greens that you
I
purchase?
particularly only use collards when I'm
Collard
making
greens.
greens.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
What about mustard greens?
I'm sure they're good, but I don't use them to cook down to make.
Wait, explain something to me.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with the greens family. Mustard greens. So people
Mustard.
use both of them?
Mustard and collard when I cook,
Yep.
I do both.
Yeah, mustard. People use mustard, collard, turnip. There's kale.
I was gonna
spinach is
say I
green.
put kale in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all kinds, but I particularly only use collards.
Okay.
And the reason being is because they're the easiest to pick and the easiest to eat.
That's what I was gonna say.
okay.
They're very, very, very
I
easy
don't-
to pick, and
Okay.
it's the way that they cook down.
How do you pick them?
Yeah, I mean, how do you clean them?
Oh, don't worry.
In the sink.
With Thanksgiving, make sure you have a show 2-3 days before Thanksgiving. I'll just
Okay.
bring my greens and we can all have a
Okay.
green pick.
We're gonna do that.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, we can
absolutely.
set up in the conference room.
Yeah.
We can just pick the greens.
I do a lot of my vegetable and fruit cleansing with apple cider vinegar and warm water,
okay,
and
okay.
then actually taking the time to massage in through that stem,
Okay.
especially on kale, because kale is more clump.
Fibrous.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so clumpy as to like the collar. I will agree with her. It is like a leaf.
Right.
So when you pick off from the stem,
Right.
you literally just the stem is down the middle, and you pick off.
Oh.
The collar has this stem, but off from the stem you have bunches.
The veins.
Yeah.
Right.
And so from there, depending on how picky you want to get,
Right.
no pun intended,
Yeah.
you pick the leaves from there. But they store a lot of like could potentially be insects. It could be
Oh, okay.
dirt. So it's really really good. Greens are one of the things I don't eat from everybody because
Yeah, they don't clean them.
they
good.
don't clean them. It's a lot. It's a leaf. I mean, who's
Right.
not gravitated towards leaves in nature?
Right.
So, but I trust. I mean, this is
Please
what she
trust me.
does.
Right.
No.
right,
But
right.
this is what she does.
Right.
So she also has understanding, like the behind the scenes work to get this bowl. She
takes
definitely
really-
put some work in.
Okay.
Got you.
Okay.
And mind you, that's what's left. Cause yeah.
What? I mean, what else is in here?
It look fired.
I mean, you went over
I can't wait for you
briefly.
guys to taste it.
I mean, that juice
Yeah.
was fire.
She
The
said
juice
it's a
is fire.
secret.
That-
It's a secret.
That's one of my
He wills
recipes.
just want the juice.
I did.
I mean, that juice was
I
good.
did.
want the juice.
You know what I'm saying?
We just pour that in the cup.
So
Yeah.
actually,
So there's healing properties in
That's-
green juice.
Drain the
no,
juice.
no,
Drain the
seriously.
juice,
What
get some
most people don't
cornbread.
understand, most of the nutrients from that is in that juice. So
Right.
when I do greens,
Uh-huh.
when the greens are gone, even with my soups, when the mixture in my soup are gone, I drink broth, and I will eat broth for lunch. I'll eat it for
Oh, wow,
dinner,
okay.
and I won't pair it with anything else.
Okay.
So where's the hot
after
water
something,
cornbread at?
though,
Lies. We're not doing that today.
We're not doing hot water cornbread?
Why are you just? This is what I
I
think
told
you
you, he just
love.
instigating today.
You love to see the healthy
I like
people
hot water cornbread.
bring
However,
purpose to the opposition there.
not saying that I don't do it, but when you're healthy eating, you know, you just
Explain to us why cornbread is
Hot
probably
water.
not a good choice.
Hot water cornbred, though.
Because it stick to you.
Oh, yeah. See, that's a
Stick
good
to
thing.
Starchy.
Well,
Most people put sugar in their batter to make it taste good.
lot of stuff in my
I've read,
cornbread,
yeah, a lot of
What-
people put sugar in their cornbread batter too.
But what is a healthy bread? Remember Sully at the food?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Sultan. He's a big health
Yeah,
guy.
absolutely. Deuce knowledge.
But we were like he and his parents, like they had us at some event where they were, making dishes,
Mm-hmm.
and he had this particular bread, and he said like the bread was healthy, but I can't remember the name of it.
I can't either.
Okay.
I actually did
But
ask
it
him
was
to
really,
come on the
really
show,
good.
but he had
It
another
was really, really good.
engagement.
remember, on the last show we did discuss about what are healthy greens. So we do. Some people have an intolerance to wheat,
Okay.
but there's still oats and things of that nature can be ground down and made into bread, like stone bread. I think is what they call it. You ever heard of stone bread?
Stone bread,
So
barley.
barley, all these things that make that. So you want your bread brown. Like I love pumpernickel and I
Yeah.
like rye, but not everyone.
Ooh, no.
See,
Not
not
everyone can take those type
Right.
of stone bread. So
Eating healthy is an acquired taste, right?
yeah,
Because we've been eating these
Commercially.
easy commercial things so long. We talked a little bit about some of the things.
Though. Not everything I eat is. I don't really like fast food. That's something I get like
Right.
on a lunch break.
Right.
But when I prepare a meal,
Yeah.
I always have my sides. Like if it's fried chicken, then I want some greens or something
Right.
else to go with it. But mashed potatoes or macaroni and cheese is not necessarily healthy. But
Right.
you would bring in a salad, fruit,
Right.
and I think that's a balanced meal.
Right,
So
right.
I guess for me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I do. Here you go. So the difference between me and most approaches is for me, and what I've been taught, there's a difference between healthy, which I still think is very commercial in our society, and actual clean, holistic eating, like actual avoidance of diseases, avoidance of cancers, and shortcomings to the body. So that goes down to food combining, how late are you eating. When we say I do it in moderation is not because I only eat it once a week. That's technically not moderation, because once a week of eating something bad could take 2 weeks for your body to get fully through it.
Right.
And by that time, you already done re-upped because you do it once a week. So, like, even really redefining these words that we use so loosely, like healthy is a very loosely market.
Right.
Natural is a very loosely market. Even organic has now become very loose. So, what most people don't understand, like, we are African people. We have genes that
Right.
they want us to sign the driver's license thing and say we're going to donate our organs. Like, it's hard to come across what we produce. We produce every single thing that you see out there. So when you start tampering with our genes, our makeup, because of what we're eating, then of course, you know, it's now like it's a commercial thing. Like right now, it is a rise to be healthy.
Right.
But you have a lot of people eating healthy, overweight, bad skin, or they, to me, like, even like the way you talk to people, the way you treat people, that is your diet. Like, so when people be screaming like, I'm so healthy and I'm like, I'm clean eating, I'm like, you just like totally cut somebody all the way out the other day. Like, what part of you is healthy? Because the main part, which is your frontal lobe, is completely damaged right now. So
your frontal lobe is
I mean,
damaged.
but that's just from a holistic. That's a
So you're saying that
holistic.
the two
It's
run
hard
hand
to
in
get
hand?
to where I've been. It
For
took me
sure.
6 months to get disciplined in this. Like, it's hard to do holistic because holistic is understanding deeper than what society has taught us. Like,
Right.
it's hard. Oh, I was like, wait, what? But I'm just saying, it's round two.
You are on punishment.
Don't even let her over.
Monica, the
But I'm
food
just
MD,
saying,
is on punishment.
It's hard. So like, I get criticism because I will attack. No offense, not attack, but I will try to like say,
I'm
can
not
I
offended.
can I coach you into a different way?
For sure.
Because just because you put veggies with something, don't take away, like, you can't pair grease and veggies because the veggies
Right.
become acid once it gets in your body because it's
Wow.
coated with the grease. It's food combining. So like me, I don't get sick. I don't get acne. Like even now, like it's just a lot of things that like people don't understand because you're young. It's like, okay, I'm good. I don't have no side effects. But like you look at people who are older now in their 40s and the prescriptions
Catches up
now
with
are
you.
so high. Like,
Right.
and mainly African American people. Like we are
Absolutely.
so sick.
Yeah.
We're so sick and mainly mentally sick. Like we are mentally damaged.
Soul food is still and not all soul food is bad, but
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of soul foods that we continuously eat that damage our bodies
Mm-hmm.
over time, which cause diabetes and multiple other different things. So
Mm-hmm.
we definitely got to, just for the record, next time somebody curse me out, I'm going to say your frontal lobe is damaged. I'm going to tell them that.
Yes.
That's sticking with me. I'm telling them that next time.
Look up your frontal lobe. Look at what affects your frontal lobe.
Hey,
We talked
I'm
about on the
taking
show
that.
a couple times ago, chakras. Look
Yeah.
at what they call your third eye. It is your central to everything. It is your connector to the Most High. It is your
Absolutely.
source. Like, once you start damaging that from the music, from the food, from
Right.
what you reading, what you watching, all of that,
Right.
it's hard to want to go eat something healthy and pick a salad over chicken when
Yeah.
you've been conditioned, oh, this is healthy, just throw something with it, or just eat this in moderation. But moderation it's every other day. You went from every day to every other day, so that's moderation. Like,
Absolutely.
and you have coaches teaching that, like, that's wrong. And I mean, I expect as a whole, they outcast people. When you get truth, it's gonna be outcasted because it makes the false lifehood uncomfortable now, because
Right.
you have somebody who is bringing facts, telling you, let me show you a woman who is ill, got cancer, all these other things. Let me take her pH to a 7.0. Let me introduce all these greens, leafy vegetables, fruits, balance, right food combination. Tell me how she's not even up for cancer anymore.
Right.
Tell me how she doesn't have, she doesn't even need chemo or anything.
Right.
But a doctor's not going to say, eat healthy.
Right.
That's too cheap.
Right.
So
You need
what
to
I
come
will
back.
tell you is take this medication, but for this medication, you're going to need this medication because this one got a side effect. But then for that medication, so you get a person like, they came in for diabetes. They got like insulin. They got like
Yeah.
All these
migraine.
pills,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like, dang. I just was
And
trying
we
to get
talked about
my
this
body right.
before. I believe you spoke on it more when we were talking about diabetes. Is this something that you can correct?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's
the
not a
most
life
part,
sentence
yeah.
as long
For
as
the
you
most part.
continue to take your health serious.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to, if you could go into that and like just tell people what they can do to help curb diabetes. And you, Mia, you also said that just because you're young don't mean it's not going to catch up with you. You're living good young now, but when you get to your mid to late 30s or early 40s, that's when it really starts catching up with you. So it's important, even as a young person, to start taking care of yourself now. Could you
Right.
go into like,
So, I would never say that what I'm saying is the gospel, but it only
Mm-hmm.
just makes sense. What we put into our bodies is going to directly affect our bodies. So, if you don't think that if you put in processed food in, your body's not going to be able to recognize it. So, our body, say we're eating, I don't know, just your average, Hostess cupcakes. I don't know.
right,
So, if you look on the side of that package, there's a whole bunch of chemicals in
Right.
that food. People's like, but it tastes good. I tasted one, I don't know, a few months ago, and I literally spit it out. I'm like, when you don't eat like that for a very long time,
Right.
you really start feeling, you can start tasting those chemicals.
Right.
And so when whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, just any of these ailments that we have, our body is trying to regulate a chemical, and that's not what our bodies are meant to do. Our bodies regulate oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients, water.
Right.
And if you're not giving your body that, your system's going to shut down. People
Right.
take better care of their cars than they do their bodies.
Or they
Right.
dogs.
I say that
Let's
all
not even talk about animals and dogs.
Oh yeah, we might end up.
I team do not do dogs.
But I'm just saying, they do, like, people, like,
It's nasty.
somebody will tell you, hey, if you don't change your dog's dog food, they'll get sick or something. And then next thing you know, you spending an extra $10 a month to make sure they got healthy food. But then, like, if a doctor, I'm not a doctor, but like a health expert or a holistic specialist says, hey, I really just want you to invest in, eating this way. You'll say, oh, girl, I can't give up that. Like, I like that. And as she said, the chemicals that are on that list, they're made to make it addictive. That is what
Right.
they're for. Like, could you
Right.
imagine if they
It
really only
helps
sold fruits and
preserve them,
vegetables?
yeah.
Like, they're made for that. So when you pick up something, most people don't even think to read the ingredients. This is why
right.
they're using these healthy
You just
words.
pick up what mom always
Yeah.
bought, or what
Yeah.
you think tastes good. You don't necessarily
Yeah.
look at the wrapper.
So I was just reading one of our viewers made a statement, and shout out to Cornelia Douglas. We're related. So
Okay.
she says those good green foods help carry those bad elements out of the body, and this is a true statement. However, if we have a society of people who are not eating green vegetables, I know a lot of people who will not eat green vegetables. It's not mine.
Who on punishment?
It's not, who's on
That's somebody's phone that needs
Who's
the
on
volume
phone
turned down.
punishment? It's not my turn. It's not my turn.
Was it mine?
Oh man,
Me,
yeah,
it's on-
you on
Oh,
punishment.
goodness. I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to read the
Punishment.
comments she had.
So Cornelia, shout out, great truthful fact that you gave us, and I just would like to promote people to eat their green leafy curvaceous vegetables.
Yeah,
Curvaceous. I love that word.
Is
Yes.
it curvaceous?
Curvaceous.
I think it's whatever you want it to be because that's a part of being an individual, and they are very curvy, and that's how they make your body
Curvaceous.
look so curvaceous.
we
Curvaceous
talk.
greens.
Curvaceous.
My
I bet
curvaceous
if you
vegetables
start-
are.
I bet you if you start saying that though, people, because it's a marketing thing now. If you start
Absolutely.
saying, "Ooh, go try them curvaceous greens," they're gonna be like, "What, girl?"
You get a lot of
Van-
black. You get a lot
Van-
of.
out.
No, look, go try those Van Glorious. Curvaceous.
Van
No,
Glorious,
no,
Those Van Glorious
Now,
greens.
most people can't read, so
If
we
they
gotta make
start-
sure they can.
Van Glorious. Think
they-
of the word Van Glory.
Van Glorious. What's
I'm
that?
just
Is
kidding.
that even a word? Van Glorious.
S-Clan said it.
So anyway,
Once again, he is
Van
individual.
Glorious.
Let's let him create a path.
Hey,
of
shout
what
out to
he
S-Clan
choose.
for saying Van Glorious.
all right. Right.
No, but
So,
seriously,
yeah,
like-
we got to get those carrier
Yeah.
vegetables and fruit into our bodies.
But why is that so hard? Like, I kind of want to see
Let me tell you
what
why
the
it's
viewers
hard.
think that
I mean,
that
you
is
walk in
so
the-
hard.
Tell us
I mean,
why it's
you
hard,
walk in a
Monica.
grocery
So,
store.
so no. So this
I mean, I know why, but I'm
This
just
is one
asking
of the-
from them.
So, well, I
Rhetorical.
would say this is just something that just happened while I was at work, and we were doing something with one of Indianapolis' sports team. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want no issues.
You don't want no static?
I don't want no issues. But so it was a competition. It was a food competition. It was meant to be a competition. And what I found that is some of my people, they didn't know what some of the fresh vegetables were in their original state.
Okay.
And then I had another group of people who you can tell they were probably raised on farms,
Yeah.
small town America type deal, and they were good. They knew about the herbs, but then you had an urban youth, and then you had the small town country boy,
Right.
and it was just such a big disconnect.
Right.
How they did not know. They was like, "Well, what is this?" I'm like, that's a sweet potato. But
You sure this ain't a rock?
no, but it was amazing when I was like, taste the leaf, seeing parsley or understanding that it was parsley or basil in its
Yeah.
original state, and not really and understanding that a leaf is something that you can add to your food to add flavor. So a lot of these children, they get their foods in cans, and
Yeah.
that's how they were raised. And so they're eating things out of boxes and out of cans and out of the freezer section.
Right.
Not that the freezer section's all bad, but if that's where you think that your vegetables come from, then when you see it in its natural state, you don't know what to do with it
Right.
or how to prepare it. So
How do you
that's what I'm here for.
there's a
Makes
lot of
sense, man.
stores, and you guys spoke
lot
on
of
this
sense.
last time, that you can shop at to get these fresh items.
You can shop at every grocery store has a produce section.
No, I mean,
Quality.
Yeah,
like
like
the better
Quality's a little
foods.
different. Well, you know what? It's
Look.
interesting.
If that makes sense,
when
the
I-
better foods.
I host. I shared this last show. I host a health event, typically a annual seminar, and then try to do fitness. I'm getting into a fitness session.
Okay.
When I was at the event, I asked some questions going into it, and so I did some research here and there. I found out that according to where you're located, depends on the quality of what they give the grocery stores in that area. They just kind of have this assumption, like if I go in the hood, nobody in the hood is trying to eat fresh. So if we do give fresh, we're going to give our lowest quality. I noticed that like when I go in certain areas on East Side Indy, their Krogers have like some of the smallest organic sections I've ever noticed. As to when I go in Carmel, they have like pretty much their whole entire produce. Every one thing that is regular has opposite. So like, first of all, it's worth it to travel if you're not in an area of unfortunately what society says is high statue, to travel to those areas if you're really, really invested in getting good quality. If not that, go to markets that are specialized in it, and or I love Fresh Time. They have great sales. I love Kroger. I don't always shop at Whole Foods, but I like Whole Foods. I love the Fresh Market, which is off of 54th and
They have many of them.
College.
Yeah,
I
several
mean,
of
the
them,
one
yeah.
I went to, that's the first one. And I did not know that they get deliveries like every day or every other day. So when I had to ask her, I was
Okay.
like, why is it so expensive?
So
And she said they get more deliveries
They
in most
do.
places.
they get a lot of deliveries. But however, back to when you were speaking of demographics for produce, it is known. I come from a grocery background. I was a co-manager at a grocery store for back in 2000, whenever. So anyway, everything is a business. So it's not that people in quote unquote the hood don't eat vegetables or anything like that. But however, it's not enough of people who eat
Yeah.
vegetables in the
Right,
hood.
right.
You know what I mean? I bore the witness to all of
Sure.
that happening. And I would actually try to talk to my customers and I would have to still educate them because
Right.
they're not educated.
Right.
I literally stopped a woman. She was looking for frozen asparagus, and I said, "Why are you looking for frozen
Right,
asparagus?"
right.
And she was like, "Well, we're gonna cook." I said, "If you're gonna cook it today, let's go over here to produce
Right.
and buy it fresh." And she said,
Right.
"Well, I don't know how to cook it." I'm like, "Well, I don't know how she would cook frozen asparagus,
Right,
but this
right.
one's gonna be a lot more fun."
Right.
So I educated her, and just that one brief moment you're educating someone on fresh produce, but that's the reason why you will get.
Well, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
but I'm
like,
saying-
but most people have this assumption
But the
that people
assumption
and
is
they
right.
that
That's
well,
what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying, as in though, but people, especially now with the epidemic of health being so important, I don't feel like business or not, it's not fair to not put options in an area because everybody in that area is not the statistic.
But
So what
you
if I
to
don't have a
understand,
car to get to Carmore or
you
something
can't
like that?
I'm serious. You can't.
I'm just saying, for
but I'm
real. What if I
serious.
don't?
But you got to think about a business because you're not going to go into business to not make money. You can't put it like this.
But I shouldn't see 5 organic options
No, but
and
what I'm saying is-
40 options.
But what I'm
of
saying
fruits.
is, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's not being sold in our hood. Like, if I say to just one of them, you eat some dragon fruit lately, you can be like, what is that?
Yeah, what is it?
Exactly.
It's really good, by the way.
But exactly.
It's
so you
flavorless, but
can't
it's
put
good.
some things in
I
a
thought dragon fruit was a
demographical
candy.
area. You can't put some things
mean,
in
it sound like candy.
You know, people are not buying cactus plant and dragon fruit. So you're going to have
Cactus?
to, yeah. You're not, people are not buying all those things, so you can't
But
put
do you
those
think they
things.
should have like organic
No,
kale?
they're not. They're not. They probably should.
I understand that. Those are
I understand
exotic.
that you think that they should, but when you talk about being in the hood, most people in the hood are not going to buy. You can buy this kale for 99 cents a
You
bundle.
right. I mean, there's a business. You
or
right.
You talking about a perishable product, or you're going to go over here and buy this kale for $1.29. That kale is going to stay on the daggone counter.
Right.
You're right.
But
I
they
agree on
can't.
that.
But what I'm
I
saying is,
agree.
you telling somebody for one, let's say we can say 100 customers versus the 2,000 customers they get, so they get all the shipment in for their kale. They're not. They're going to still end up throwing that away
I
Right.
because
understand
you're
that,
talking about
but
stock something that's always going to be there.
I mean,
when
we
people
waste
are not
a
always
lot
gonna
of
buy.
things, and we waste a lot of things in our community. So
Right.
it's like, how you gonna be picky? Because it is a business. Let's
Yeah.
honor that. But
you can't tell
we waste so much. Like, so we gonna be picky on whether it's meats or whatever. But like, I've never been more disgusted than when I went in the hood
Bless you.
because I was with a client at the time. I used to do therapy work, and I care about my temple. I had a meeting, and I get it. I know it's a business. I know the science behind it. I know that it doesn't make sense if A doesn't equal this. Then okay, I get that. But it's just sad. One, that there is a lack of education. Two, that there's a lack of variety. And three, that there's no connection to even try to get this into more kitchens. Like,
See that, but
It's
that's
just
why.
sad to
where
me.
does the
why-
responsibility
That's why we
lie,
have the
though?
responsibility, and that, and
well,
I
know, that's what I'm
challenge
saying,
our
the
people to
education, like, go get it,
to
like,
start
learn
to start
it.
a
But you have
business,
to want it,
you
though.
know,
Yeah.
that has
You have
fresh
to want
goods in these areas because there's African Americans who will start a franchise or go start a business, you know, when they in the food industry. When they could absolutely, you know, build a healthy food store,
Yeah.
you know, somewhere. Now, what I completely understand what you were saying, because how can they value that? Like, if you get a long-term investment, you spend a $1.5 million, and you can go get a building, you got all the stock and all the food. Where are you gonna put your business?
Rightfully so. I'm
You
getting
see what I'm
that. My
saying?
whole point is this, though. It's just sad that at the end of the day, we are so disconnected from the importance of what we put in our body.
Right.
How we put in our body. What is our options of
Absolutely.
putting? That's my
agree.
point. I
Right.
know there's business. I
Right.
understand there's money in it. I know there's places that you're going to invest in. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just sad to me because so many things can be healed through your food.
Right.
When you don't know it and or have the
Right.
desire to know it,
Mm-hmm.
you disconnect and put yourself at a disadvantage
Absolutely.
right then and there.
So then I feel like my plight is that as a chef, and what I want to do with people is I try to introduce people
Yeah.
to new stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't really tell people what it is. I'm like, just try it.
Just
Right.
try it.
Just
right.
try it.
Just
You
try
know what
it.
I'm saying? There's another way. There's so many people that I knew. I don't even like sweet potatoes. We talked about this
Yeah.
earlier. Just try it. It's a different way to prepare than what we traditionally
Right.
know.
Yep.
And we have to open up to people that are around us. It always starts, you got a small circle. You start reaching out,
Yeah.
and then those people start showing more people, and eventually, and then we get to change the lives of our own family. With my daughters, with my granddaughters, I try to make sure that this is a trickle down effect of my family eating healthy. I have granddaughters I have one granddaughter that won't even drink soda. How lovely is that? They
That's
love
awesome.
water. They
Yeah,
come to
I haven't had
grandma's
soda in
house.
like 11
awesome.
years.
It's not, can we get cookies? It's like, my grandma, can I get that apple? I'm like, have at it. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
That's the culture that we are
Right,
in.
absolutely.
You know, a fun outing for us is to go to the grocery store and pick out our vegetable that we're going to eat today from the produce section.
Right.
You know, and then help me prepare this meal. Let's
Teaching
make
'em.
so even to the when we're having treats, you know, let's make a cookie instead of go buy a cookie. You know,
Right.
let's see what goes into this. And so that's what I do with my children, and that's the responsibility that we have as parents. Is that's how it happens. We start to trickle down,
trickles
and
down,
eventually
yeah.
the culture is going to change.
Right. Ayana, you've been a little quiet. You know, you just been trying to take it everything
just
in.
taking
You
it
learning
in
over there, ain't you?
It's just the different viewpoints of
Right.
eating. I get what they say. What you put in your body, you know,
Right.
that's what you give out. It's like
Right.
energy. So if you eat fast food all the time, you're gonna be tired.
Right.
If you eat more salads and fruit, you have more energy.
Right.
Now, I don't mind eating healthy. It's all about the taste for me. So whether it's a salad or not, if it don't taste good, I'm not eating it. If it's fried chicken and it don't taste good, I'm not eating it. Baked chicken. So it's not me like being healthy. It's what tastes good, what feels good to me, and you know how my body receives it.
Right. And ultimately, based on what you guys are saying, is that we have to take more accountability for ourselves,
Yes.
because naturally the things that are created in this world today are just as you said. If it don't taste good to me, I don't want it. So all the bad things taste good, you know, and that's really
I
not
will
no
say-
fault of your own. It's just that those have been the things that have been given by our parents and our parents and their parents. So when we go to the store grocery shopping for our kids, we buying what they bought for us. Oatmeal
true.
cream pies. You know what I'm saying? We used to kill those. Bologna. You know what I'm saying?
Turkey bologna.
bologna.
So, and I will say, Ayana, that it does taste good. The bad food does taste good, but that's when
Even
you're
the
trained.
good food tastes good.
Yeah,
to
even
me.
the I'm just saying, even the
Yeah.
bad food. But sometimes, and this is, I've never tried to
what I
force
want.
feed my message to anyone, because I do not like a message force fed to me. But I always say, if you ever have one thing that you want to change, try doing without it, and then the one bad thing, and then try to come back to it. Try to incorporate something new, and then when you come back to it, it will not taste the same. You will all of a sudden feel, you will taste the artificialness in it, and know that it does nothing good for you when you eat it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because
Challenge yourself.
me and you, we
Yeah.
connected on Pop-Tarts, girl, I know, but even if I slip up and eat one, I'm like, yo, man, I can make crust taste better than this. But,
Yeah.
you know, that one moment of weakness, and I'll eat it, I'm like, man, it was like slippery in my mouth. Like, why is this
Yeah.
slippery?
That's how McDonald's food tastes to me. It's like
come on
it's like
now. I
a
like
film.
fries.
It's a film that goes on your tongue. No matter
Yeah.
any of the food, the fries,
Yeah.
the burgers, any of it leaves a film on your
McDonald's is
tongue.
awful.
And I get McDonald's every now and then. It's moderation, but I have to drink soda with
Everybody
it.
keep looking at me.
I have to
though.
drink
Oh, are we?
because you
Your
because you the
frontal lobe
moderator.
is messed up.
Because you're the moderator.
Because you're in the middle. You're in the middle.
I'm just saying, like, but I expect that though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come to be nobody's like, let me baby you. Like, I
No,
love
but people
to
need
heal
that.
people.
Yeah.
I want to heal you. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna ask me what is going to heal you, like, if you come to me and you have a real issue in your body, I'm not going to tell you, well, you can just have this in moderation. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try to dress it up. Like,
Right.
are you eating to live, or are you just, like, eating because it's fun? And there's
Right.
nothing wrong with either or. Like, I said this earlier, like, who am I to judge? This is my way of learning. That we all have our own avenues. Of,
Right.
She's, like she said, I like a little bit of this, a little of that. She likes it to taste good. I agree, especially with children. How are you going to get them to eat something that don't even taste good?
Right.
Like, you're
Well,
teaching
that's where the food
them
MD
stuff.
comes in.
Well, but
Yes.
something else I love to do when I get clients, like, I do challenges with them. Like, okay, so your thing is you love potatoes. Well, let me introduce you to something that gives your mind the chemical reaction that you get, the emotional reaction that you get to eating a potato,
Right.
and reconstruct your idea around it so that you have alternatives. As she said, some people just don't even know the backups.
Right.
So, like, back to the sweet potato, which is so beautiful. I tell my people, I love potatoes. I'm like, well, try sweet potatoes. Well, sweet potatoes, most people say, well, that don't taste right. I got to put sugar. I got to put this on there. You know, something to make it sweet. Sweet potatoes will take on the flavor that you put with them. So if you put them in a soup, they're going to take savory. If you put them like as a yam, they're going to taste that sweet yam taste you used to. So when I do with my clients to get them to start understanding more so variety and the fun, I cook. I love to cook. Anybody who's been to my house knows it's fun at Mia's house because I want to show you something that you don't typically eat or consume, but it's really good. So when I make a sweet potato, for example, and I know you've been brought up only eating them at Thanksgiving, my intent before I put a plate in front of you is to make sure that your tongue is going to recognize something to stimulate you. Like, this is a potato. This is, there's a feeling that food gives you. Each food category has a different chemical that it pulls within you, both synthetic and real. So if I'm trying to I'll ask my clients, why do you like this? What is it? When do you eat it typically? And what environments are you in? How is it typically prepared? Because when I'm coming in to change. I'm coming in to shift. So I can't accomplish that when I'm dealing with a client who's specific about how it tastes. Okay, well, how do you like your stuff to taste? Because, for example, if you got a sweet tongue, I can give you sweet with no sugar.
It's not blended.
No synthetic sugar, it's how.
What's the best sugar, other than like the natural sugar that's
what's an alternative
Yeah.
sugar? But
That's already in,
my alternatives
honey.
to sugar are natural honey,
natural honey,
agave, and 100% maple.
agave,
I agree with all
and
those.
maple. Okay.
I mainly just
Maple,
do
okay.
honey, but if you're vegan, of course, honey comes from technically it's an animal byproduct. It's
It is an animal byproduct.
yeah. I mean, I'm saying technically. Look, she like because I've been
Oh,
trying to
so-
go vegan and all this. I do primarily
It is.
vegan,
I just want you to know.
Bees.
but it is technically it's technically an animal byproduct. So people who are vegan won't eat honey. They'll do like maple typically or
Okay.
agave if you choose because
Okay.
you don't. But I personally, she picking with me
I'm
because
just want to talk
But I
about
love
us
honey.
carnivores.
okay, but are y'all gonna argue me over some honey or some
Okay,
chili?
explain this to us. Explain the honey thing to us. Y'all know
No.
something we don't know.
No, we joking.
What's up with the
We
honey?
joking. No, okay, so
Bees
the
make honey.
bees
Right.
make honey,
And bees
but
don't do anything around
Yeah, they don't do
something that's a
any-
living.
any animal byproduct on their plate.
So
Okay.
cows give us milk. They don't drink it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no dairy.
Chickens give us eggs. They don't eat them.
So
Yep.
we're not supposed to eat honey.
No, if you vegan,
if they're vegan,
you don't want to eat it because.
Okay.
But I don't personally, from my perspective, feel
The
like
bees
honey's
don't even
wrong.
want that honey though. That's what I'm saying.
That's why they don't care when you take it.
Right? They were like, oh, I got
Well,
more.
they just care if you irritate them. That's the only time they really clowning. If you irritate a bee, but typically bees are not as aggressive as we think they are.
Yeah.
You have to irritate a bee. Bees are not really aggressive.
Right.
Yeah, you got
Unless
to
you mess with the
now,
queen.
a wasp
Delise
is
Tipton
different.
says that vegans
I don't wanna
use
find that
raw
out.
honey. I don't. They use raw honey.
I mean, raw honey is still, you cannot get honey if you don't get it from a bee. So maybe she can clarify why somebody as a vegan would use raw honey over regular honey.
Right.
I eat honey.
Because it still comes from like, it's kind of like saying I don't drink regular milk, but I drink 1%. Like it still comes from a cow.
Okay.
It's not as heavy. It's processed. Now raw is very clean. It's fresh. It's from the bee to your jar for the most part, but it's still
The byproduct.
it's the byproduct of a bee.
Right.
Vegans are very strict on if an animal put any input, the animal could have just tapped the honey. They ain't gonna touch it. They
Really?
ain't gonna. They
So
can,
they consider bees as animals? Wow.
technically, I guess, like, because I mean,
if they had to
animals-
mate in order to
Yeah.
procreate,
it's
then-
technically.
But I want to know, do the it's, okay now.
Brad Usher says we need
Eggs,
bees in order
eggs.
to survive. Bees pollinate the earth.
Yes.
no. This okay.
Please
So
expand on that, Brad.
before we
Help
go
pollinate.
crazy on this, Mia is not saying that honey or bees are wrong. What I'm saying is, if you ask a vegan, a very more so a real like traditional vegan, they don't touch animal byproduct.
Okay.
That is a vegan. A vegetarian is a person who does not consume meat.
Gotcha.
But they will eat dairy, they will eat eggs. Then you have your carnivores who
In the hands.
who eat meat, they
Right.
eat, or anything that comes from the animal, they'll eat it.
Not anything.
Well,
that comes-
okay.
Child, don't start with that.
That's what you do with the chitlins. Yeah, I don't want to put chitlins on everybody's table.
Don't
But
do
All
they-
y'all love chitlins, man.
But
Just
they
embrace
eat
the
animal
chitlins, please.
byproducts. So you got three
Oh my
different
God.
categories. Most people, if they are leaving the carnivores, they'll stay in vegetarian because to me, my biggest concern with most vegans are that when they go vegan, they don't understand the importance of maintaining their nutrients and
Okay.
everything. So they don't meet the standards that their body needs to still be healthy. Like you can be eating healthy and get sick if you're not getting vitamins and nutrients. Like I don't eat animal byproducts, but you're not getting enough of what you do eat. So most people, when they go from eating meat, they go down to vegetarian. I call, or the joke in the healthy world, like the vegans are the extremists because
okay.
it is hard if you're new into transition into healthy living. Like it's hard to just go straight to vegan
Right.
properly.
Does that take a toll on your body because you've been ingesting so many different things like milk? And I read this somewhere where it says if you stop drinking milk, then you have to have an alternative calcium or something
Remember,
like that.
we discussed that last time too. Like,
Yeah.
there's calcium in broccoli.
And broccoli.
And there's
Okay,
no
so there's-
real digestible calcium in milk. Let me just clarify.
Okay.
Because I'm not, like, at the end of the day, everything that is in that milk is for a cow.
Right.
Point blank,
That's
period.
why I don't
I
drink it
will
no
go to
more.
argue for that. Like,
Yeah.
it's for a cow. So when you're telling me to drink that, you're wondering why our little girls got boobs and butts. Like, we're telling them to drink milk at
That's a
one.
good point.
Yeah.
Like,
Or the men
need to
got
drink
boobs
more
and
milk.
butts.
men's got boobs and butts too.
She said she need to drink more milk. See,
got
Mia,
Milk does a body good.
Let me put a weird spin on that. So, who in this room is willing to drink a woman's breast milk?
Okay, so this
as
is
a
the
baby,
thing.
No, as a
No.
grown man,
No.
a whole big cup
Not
of
a
woman's
cuppy?
breast milk. Just boom.
Nah.
Why not? Why would you?
it
Why
might
would
be
you?
good for you. But
Why
I
would you
probably
drink?
won't.
Why would you drink? Why wouldn't you drink
Give
a
them the,
woman's
let's see what
breast
they
milk?
say. Why won't you drink the breast
But you
milk?
would drink it from a cow. That's so weird.
It's probably
Because
mental.
no, yeah, it is, man.
Because it don't look like
It's-
because it
it's
don't
mental.
look like
But
it's
that's what you
drinkable.
would.
I seen breast milk and it looks weird.
Yeah, man, breast milk, man.
I was like,
That
babies
might be
drink,
because of her diet.
Look like old lotion.
babies
real.
love breast milk.
It's
breast
like
milk-
semen.
Breast milk look like old lotion.
You put that milk in a
like old warmed up
so
lotion.
weird.
It's like so serious right there.
That is so
Breast milk do. I mean, breast milk looks like old lotion, man. Just sitting there, man.
It looks like
Stupid.
oil
Just
and
a side
lotion
note, and I don't
together.
want
Yeah, like
nobody to
old
get like
Jergens.
I don't want nobody to get grossed out. This is still technically under the category of health, but that's just
Okay.
like
Like-
so I'm
like
safe.
the semen and everything like that.
Oh,
like
good.
I'm just saying, not saying to
didn't know you
drink
was coming
it.
there.
No, I'm not saying to drink it. I'm just saying like the strength of your seeds and things like that.
Right.
Like that all is a down spurt of your diet. Like it goes to everything, every single thing. Your body outputs what you input. It's like
So that means that the cow ate something and they still drink that. Just,
yeah,
that
I
knowledge.
mean, you
Nuggets.
Thank
know.
you. Snap, snap,
that's
snap,
called
snap.
nuggets of knowledge. Just saying.
Stop
Her
drinking
face
milk,
over here, so
people.
we're like, ugh.
Yes, I don't really drink milk. So if you don't encourage people to drink milk, what do you encourage them to drink?
I drink.
There you go.
I
Shout out to
like-
almond milk.
I do.
Almond
I
milk.
love almond
Love
milk.
almond
Almond
milk.
milk is good.
But
Love
you,
almond
but
milk.
first you gotta
what do
understand
you-
like why are you going into milk because you've been told
Just to
vitamin
eat
D? And
cereal.
well, then you can do almond, you can do cashew milk.
That's all black people eat drink milk for anyway.
yes,
It's
or
cereal.
cookies.
I used
Or
to do.
cookies.
I used to do it for donuts.
I see cookies, donuts.
Wait, you used to be an officer, didn't
Let me
you?
tell you. Shut up. That ain't got nothing to do with that.
I mean, I'm just.
You heat up a good old cake donut. You need some milk, child.
I mean, almond milk is good. Cashew milk is good, and you can get different
So how do you
flavors
get
in your
milk
almond.
from like a cashew or almonds? That's where my process is.
Oh, got you. Oh,
Yeah,
water.
explain.
My
Yeah, can y'all
daddy
break
just
that
want
down?
everybody
like
know
it's almond milk, but
your what?
My daddy just want everybody to know he been drinking not only milk for 61 years, but whole milk. Daddy, don't nobody care.
I mean,
Stop.
but how does he
daddy.
feel?
He's 61 years old.
How does he feel?
Daddy is
Does he
a
feel
Shout out
good?
to
He don't take
Pops.
no
fried
medication.
food, whole milk.
He don't do nothing. He don't got no pills, no nothing.
Yes, he has plenty.
Oh well,
Okay,
then,
there it is.
Daddy,
So you
there
didn't get told
go.
on.
There it is.
You go
Cut
through
down
like
on
a
half of them
soaking
pills,
process.
man.
A soaking process.
Yeah, like you even down to like
Thank you, 'cause I
There's-
switch to that.
so most people don't even know this. Like with almonds and stuff like that, they're really good. Like if you soak them, you soften them up, then you start. That's how you get like your butter. Like have you ever had almond butter? You like almond butter?
Just at the
Almond butter
restaurant,
is-
so I don't know if
it's
that's
pretty good.
healthy or not.
Almond butter?
It's pretty good.
I've
Yeah.
made some at
Yeah.
home
Bread.
before.
Have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You
tight.
you soak
You
your
can make
almond.
your own almond milk.
Yeah, and
Wow.
almond milk like soak your.
I'm gonna get me some almond snacks while y'all talking. I don't know what y'all think about my food.
And listen,
Hey,
can y'all start
we
passing that
did.
foot out, man. Y'all playing. Look, shout out to all the viewers, though. You know, we got some viewers that are like, when are y'all gonna eat?
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, where's my plate at?
Let's get down with the. Are you?
No.
You
I
said
want
you.
some
Yeah.
greens.
I think,
Look, everybody want the greens. They
I
gonna get
want
the
the
greens.
greens.
I really just. I want this and I want the snack.
man, it's a hard almond.
Listen, I'm shot that.
It's called
Ray
raw.
isn't tasting.
Let me not crunch on. Let me not
She
crunch
said
on the
it's
mic.
raw. That's. I
No,
mean,
I
have you ever
put it in the
had?
oven.
It's salty.
It's raw. Oh, oven. It's
You don't
roasted.
have a sauteed taste or
the
sweet.
chickpea.
Chickpeas. I love chickpeas. Oh my goodness. They're
I'm not
so
a fan of
good.
nuts
Listen,
because
check
it gets
this
stuck
out.
in your teeth.
Check this out.
Meat don't get stuck in your teeth.
Huh?
Meat don't get stuck in your teeth.
It depends.
That's what I thought.
Is that a trick question?
So that was a lie.
I mean, I don't know. It's gonna sit with y'all. I mean, is that a trick question?
All of it was suspect.
I know.
just
I'm
gonna-
sitting there like, hold on.
We just gonna throw the whole conversation away.
because she asked me
He
not
knew he
once
was
but
lying.
twice.
He was lying. He was lying. That's what. Oh,
I think
don't-
I'll taste everything except this. I'm not. My mouth ain't.
taste it.
My mouth ain't ready for
Taste
You
this.
can't do that. I ain't gonna
Y'all will see a
come
whole episode up in here.
Okay, my thing is, of all the
up in
things,
here.
Is that cold?
it's room temperature.
back. Room temperature now. You can go all the way down the hall.
All the
Hey.
way down the hall.
Hey, babe, if you listening, remember when you tried to get me to drink your breast milk?
What? Who, is your wife watching?
No, but
What-
seriously,
hold on,
I actually
wait a
heard.
minute.
I actually
happened? That's
heard
what I
breast
said.
milk. Like all jokes
She
aside,
tried getting
I
me to
will
drink her
try
breast
breast
milk.
milk one day because the nutrient count that is in breast milk is out of this world. Now I need to know what she ate,
You got a
how she lived. Then I'll probably try it, but I ain't gonna try old girls just off the street.
Desiree Brown, one of our shout out to our viewers, man,
Well,
for
if I
tuning
would
in.
have
Thank you
some
very
real
much
short
for
ribs.
tuning in, man. This is funny.
What's up?
Your chickpeas was fine.
hey.
You ain't even need nothing with these.
I know, right?
No, I'm saying
I
it
just want
because
some
Early
you know.
Thanksgiving.
Hey, Desiree Brown said, can she add you? She said, who is the girl in the purple? Can I add you?
Hey girl, I am on Simply a Tool on Instagram.
Underscore.
Hey, man, you killing these greens over here. Look at you.
Simply
that's all I
being
want.
underscore Mia on Instagram.
Oh,
but
you can't make
my
mine.
page talks about a lot of what I do, a whole lot of what I do, and I go hard for the healing.
Mm-hmm.
But these shout out to the chickpeas because let me say something. I've roasted
Where's the,
chickpeas before,
fork at, man?
and I just do like a smoky flavor.
What
But
kind of forks?
this glaze you got on them is perfect.
Someone
that
said, "What do y'all think about
Oh,
goat
yeah.
milk?"
I'm going to look at that bag.
Okay, I used to be a real big fan of goat milk. I used to be a really, really good fan of goat milk. It is a healthier alternative than cow's milk, but nonetheless, it is to raise a cow. I mean, to raise a goat.
Come on, Yana, give me some.
So you don't recommend goat milk?
No, I don't recommend milk from any animal, to be honest with you, because
Hey,
I'm
where
not
the forks at,
I'm
man?
not that
Hey, the
animal.
fork.
I gave you.
I don't have more.
Oh my goodness!
Here,
Not
here, I
even
got 'em,
warm
I got
is
'em.
good.
Can I take these?
Hogging the forks, man. Come on, dog.
No, this is what you do. I'm like, put these in the hands of a baller. Let me have these. I
All of them?
That is how I feel. I don't think nobody will appreciate the nuts like I will. So can I have the nuts,
Wait a
please?
minute. Mia picking likes nuts. She said it.
I love nuts.
Mama, if you want some food, ma, come on.
I want the greens. They are fire.
Come on up here, Mama. You get some food.
Hold on, wait. I gotta try the lentils because I love lentils. I just made lentil tacos the other day.
I'm not messing with the lentils.
I have a question.
You gonna taste them? Don't make me.
No, you should have to taste them because I
That's
feel like
rude.
that is a part. You
I
are
just spent
counteracting
money
what the show
for y'all.
says.
Listen to me.
I spent money for y'all. That's rude.
Y'all will have a whole
No.
episode up in
No,
here.
you
with
won't.
these
You don't even
lentils.
know what you don't even know what a lentil is. So how you know you
Listen.
don't like it?
You putting the
Listen,
lentils with the
I have a
chickpeas?
question.
Listen, I'm going to try everything over here.
Thank
Okay?
you.
And if anybody know me, they know I'm a very picky eater. But this
That's-
is love right here, okay?
Right.
Can I say
I'm
something?
trying. I'm trying to stay consistent.
I'm
Because
open
if
to,
not, y'all gonna have to purchase this food because I did this for y'all.
Hey, do you see that
Tell
finger
me
right there?
again.
Hey, look.
Tell
The way
me
she
again.
pointed that finger, she ain't playing.
I'm not playing. I don't play.
Because you know what?
My kids know you don't play with my food.
You know what I almost did,
Can't
man?
nobody
That would
have
have
no more
pissed y'all
nuts.
off.
we're gonna let y'all know how this
Hey.
tastes in a minute.
You know what I almost did? That would have pissed y'all off.
What?
I almost bought a big old thing of peach simply lemonade and put it right there in the middle.
I
She would have went
I would
off.
have drunk it.
I would have just made you read the ingredient list, and if you couldn't pronunciate it, then I was gonna make you go pour it out. Now.
The greens are very flavorful.
Oh,
Very
That
flavorful.
was my question. So, is this considered healthy?
The greens are.
Cause she
Oh, okay,
she
but you
used
added
all
meat.
natural spices too. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
like
I
she
made-
was putting some synthetic.
I didn't
Hey.
put
What's
nothing
the
synthetic.
no?
in
It
it.
Say
tastes
you
good.
did.
I
What's
don't
it
care what's
called?
in
Lawyer,
I don't use lotteries.
good.
I haven't bought
They
seasoned
are. They
salt
are
in
good.
years.
Yeah.
Hey, while we are eating, one of our viewers asked,
Hang on, wait, pause. Shout out to the Most High for this beautiful food that we got, for the hands that made it, and the bodies to receive
Yes,
it. Amen.
bless her.
Amen. Salute.
Amen.
And
Hey,
then
what
y'all gotta try my vegan muffins too.
Oh, hey, listen, I told you, I'm going to try everything up. Watch. Hey, but one of our viewers said, have any of the guests seen What the Health on Netflix?
Oh, hang on,
I've heard about that.
hang on.
That was from my daughter when I did. Shout out to you, baby girl.
Shout
I
out
just-
Cornelia.
I just watched it a couple weeks ago. Somebody suggested it to me. I was already on the bandwagon, but then I let my boyfriend watch that. Y'all, if y'all ladies are healthy and trying to change our man's life, I let him watch it. He was in the middle of eating a salad. I give credit to him. He was eating his salad.
Shout out to Mia Pickens, dude.
No names. Low key. So,
To Mia Pickens,
we know how
guy.
women are.
Yes.
So all
In the
jokes
cutting.
aside, though, but he was in the middle. He just had some fish on it, and it. I mean, you know, traditionally they suggest fish to be more healthier.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you know what, babe? I just don't think I really like this anymore. I don't think I need it for my body. It was the video. It was the
Hey.
facts within the video that
Hey.
pulled him out. He was like, never mind, I'll just eat the
What's
salad.
up?
Question.
What's
Here
up?
he go.
Is white rice healthy?
This is basmati.
This is what?
Okay,
It's not regular. It's not your generic rice that's been refined.
Maserati.
yeah.
What is this?
It's Maserati.
I need to know. Make sure I'm asking for the right
That's
thing.
that
when I go to the
Maserati.
store.
It starts with
Where's
the B. B
Where's
as
the
in boy.
Maserati?
I just want some more.
Whereas
Have you tasted
regular
these?
rice you can buy
Just taste
5 pounds for
Just
$1.
taste the
This is
lentils.
£1 for $5.
Oh, okay.
So I don't.
Y'all don't throw it 'cause it's
one
something
pound
I had?
of what is this called again?
This is
That's
basmati.
Basmati.
Baz.
Ba-
B-A-S.
Basmati.
Basmati.
Put somebody on go.
This is that big body.
If you put something else though that I really love that is just as fluffy as white
Keep
rice.
passing the lentils. See,
It is just as fluffy as white rice, but it's
A nice
not white
concoction
rice.
over
It
here,
is
watch.
super high in nutrients. It is a superfood, and it's black rice.
Can you
I
make
just-
dirty
That's
rice
what
with
I was
this?
thinking. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I
You
need to
can
wipe
make
this off.
dirty rice with
Use
anything.
this
Oh.
knife. Make
I
it
didn't
work.
know. I
You
like
can make it
dirty
with
rice.
quinoa if you want
Double
to.
Okay.
No,
I almost want to. I want these greens. I need your number. They
Hey,
are so good.
there you
I
go.
love these lentils.
These greens
I
with
haven't
my
had no
mama's
greens like that.
mac and cheese. Woo!
They are good.
Thank you.
I know they fire,
They are
but
fire.
Yeah.
Seasoned
Very
perfect. They
flavorful.
not too salty.
that's
They are
another
good,
thing.
not
They be
gritty.
real salty.
'Cause
Some
I'm
people.
picky because our family we can cook. But them greens,
Shout out
they
to Monica, Food MD on the greens.
Yeah, shout out to her.
You murdered
Thank
them.
you.
Not murder.
Malcolm, I'm tagging you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Basmati. There you go. Brad us for basmati rice. Okay.
Oh my God,
So
man.
I won't be asking for Maserati rice.
You like it?
Can I just clarify something?
Look at his face.
What's the
Do you
matter?
like
You don't like it?
You don't like
He
it?
like it.
You
I
like
think
it.
he likes it.
He likes
He
it.
said, man, and he ain't spit it out.
Is it the lentils?
Man, hey,
Told you.
This is fire.
I'm
Oh my
not.
God.
I'm
I
not
just don't know
trying
what
to
it
lentils.
tastes like. I just
Why
don't know if
not?
I'm gonna eat it.
Oh my God,
I
this
just
is
don't know if
fire.
I'm gonna like it.
I just want to
Tell
It's
your
gonna be a
woman
whole
to take
episode
notes.
up in here.
Look at him.
That's
Some
mental.
more.
Just think we had a
sorry.
microwave in here.
Pat, man, hold on.
Yeah, the greens
Hey, Ray, you
not
tripping,
even
bro?
warm and they taste so good.
He gonna taste them, even if it's off camera. You gonna taste those
hey, man, you
before
tripping,
she
right?
leave.
Look at his
Pat
face.
tasting it for me. I trust his word.
Hey, this is ridiculous.
I trust
Thank
you.
you.
This is good. Listen, I need a favor, man, from one of y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. At least y'all go to the grocery store with me, okay?
I will. That's one thing I do for people.
I
Thank
do
you.
that too, but
Like
Well,
tonight,
small fee.
Kroger right here.
It's a Kroger.
Very small
If y'all
fee.
got 30 minutes to spare,
I got 30 minutes to spare.
we can go. And y'all just give me just basic stuff, veggies, fruits, whatever.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Man, we go 30 minutes right there. Boom.
I know you wasn't joking, but can we have a little bit more?
Is it possible?
you know how to make them. That's stingy.
I want to taste them.
Is it possible for you to share the
Just a little bit. I want
greens
the greens.
recipe?
Not to you. I did not taste
I
Monica's
gotta try the
lentils.
lentils.
I don't even want to like. It's okay to share the recipe. They not you.
What do the
Like I can
lentils?
give somebody a recipe.
What do the lentils taste like?
A bean.
It's amazing if you can just taste them.
Taste like green beans? I like green beans.
I
They do
didn't
taste
say
like green beans. In actuality, they do taste like
they
green
do.
beans.
They taste like the little piece that's on the inside.
They do. You know the little bean that's inside the green beans? That's what they taste like.
Okay. It tastes like a bunch of
Oh
them.
my gosh!
Yeah.
Shout out to my best friend because she's like my guinea pig too, and I cannot wait to remake this.
If y'all are hungry, get
Why
with
we
Monica
smacking like
Food
this in
MD.
the,
In the
mic
mic.
site?
Oh,
That's y'all.
She makes
That's so
incredible
rude.
greens.
Well, at least they know it's good. We
What?
smash
I
them.
want some
What
add
meat?
some more.
What meat is in the greens?
Smoked turkey.
Smoked turkey.
Fire.
man.
This is all I want.
it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's nice.
Good God.
You might as well
need to
take that
let it
home with
work.
you, Ayana.
Have you ever thought
Take that
about
home
like
with you.
This is
like
hers.
opening your own like a restaurant or something?
good.
I am currently in the structuring
process.
my business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how we met.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. The
that's
Marriott
how-
Group in
yeah.
the building.
I like these with the nuts.
Shout out to the Mary Group
Absolutely.
You like what with the
for
nuts?
bringing
The
people
lentils
together.
and the nuts together.
Yeah.
The lentils and the.
That's
and-
just not
is
my
that why you?
Listen, y'all, I've been
chicken-
doing this for
Greens
2
good?
years.
Fire.
Man,
That's
green.
all I
Hey,
want.
but those might be
It's
man
not
the best.
crunchy.
Oh man,
That's
my
what
grandmama
ma-
greens.
are good, but
And-
these are
and
fire.
my mama
That's what
I haven't
makes
had
it
no greens like this.
so good.
greens-
It gives
oh
it
my God.
texture. You got the crunch of the nut, but then you have this moist flavor
Okay.
coming from the lentil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some
Who made
almonds
these?
in
Who made the
my.
lentils?
No, put the chickpeas
biscotti.
in there.
Huh? The chickpea. Okay, explain to me what a chickpea is again.
It's a different bean. That's all.
Okay.
They're commercially sold as garbanzo
Right.
beans most
Please
of the
try the
time.
lentils, man. You'll
Okay,
like
I
them.
know what
Okay.
Yeah, they're mostly garbanzo
I mean,
beans.
just try
That's
like
the
a spoonful
common.
of them.
Some
I'm
stores
trying to
do sell them under chickpea, but
Well,
most
let's
of the
stop
time.
talking. Let him.
Yeah,
eat
you're
some.
right.
Chickpea.
Yeah, because he gonna.
Just
he
take a
gonna-
handful like trail mix and just eat it.
Huh?
Just eat it. Just
Yeah,
You
I
said,
don't-
huh?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is like world history right now.
Huh?
Viewers, this is the one y'all say. Chew it, chew it.
You know
chew
what I
it,
hear? I
chew
hear
it.
music. I hear. What do I hear? I hear Lion King.
This is so
I hear. You know what?
Lamba,
You know when they held Simba up on the thing and it was just like.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Why
know,
we had to
that's
stop talking so you can eat that.
I mean, do you need the gray area music
Okay.
man to play?
I'm tasting the chickpea.
Do you need? Do you need the gray area music?
A little
man?
different.
It's a different
A little sweet.
texture.
Eat it like a trail
That's the
mix.
glaze she put on it. You
It's
can make it taste
spicy.
any way you want.
I mean,
That's the sauce she put on it.
Listen,
What's the sauce on the chickpea?
Making regular food
The
delicious.
greens is good.
Okay.
it's fire.
Okay.
100%
The chickpea
maple.
is
I will
good.
get back to you, Miss Erica.
The chickpea does add flavor. It's like another seasoning.
Because when you
Because
want
I
to make
seasoned
love
it.
to
Shout
your
out to
food,
the chickpea.
you gotta
Wait a
make
minute.
your food make love.
Now, why-
to
Put
it.
a
now,
couple
why are
more
you moving like
chickpeas in
that?
here.
I like
Well, try
Now,
it
why
with
are
the
you
almond
moving
because
like
the
that? You know
almond
what?
has been
Because
roasted.
that's how, when I be in the kitchen,
almond is
Look
hard
at it.
though.
I'm like,
Look at
taste
it.
It's
this.
crunchy. It's not hard.
Taste this.
Okay.
And they be like, oh, I
Alright.
want to taste it just because it's the way your shoulders
some almonds.
moving. Taste it.
Show the movement.
Yeah.
Taste
I
it.
gotta steal my own stuff.
No, whoa. Nuh-uh. What happened?
Desiree Brown said, "Eat the bean."
Eat the bean, anime.
Said, "Eat the bean, anime."
I did. The chickpea with the greens and the
greens are fire.
biscotti. What do you
Thank you,
call it?
Ayana.
Biscotti. Oh my goodness.
What is
She
it
did
called
not say
again?
Biscotti.
Basmati.
Basmati.
Just say Boz. Can I get the Boz rice? They'll know what you're talking about.
Basmati.
Desiree Brown said,
It's all right.
Food got y'all all on Smackville."
Right.
It's all kind of smacking in the microphone.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But this is wonderful.
And then you're gonna try. Don't say no. A muffin. Yeah, you gotta change
Right
your.
now.
What's in the muffin? What is
said,
what is in the muffin?
It's banana
Banana.
and vanilla and cinnamon and nutmeg
That sounds good, actually.
and
I will have a
some
muffin.
vegan. For you, because I knew you were stubborn, put some vegan
Absolutely.
chocolate chips in there.
Oh, all right.
We call them nice chips.
Wait, they got vegan chocolate chips?
Yeah, but it's
I've never heard of that.
not your normal chocolate. Have you ever
So what is it?
heard of what you
This
know
is
what
a-
real
what is it?
chocolate cacao powder is? Have you heard of that?
No.
What happened?
Not
I was
cocoa, but-
thinking-
You think about stealing some more of my nuts? Don't be
Look,
touching my
You gotta
nuts.
cool out on the nuts. We
No,
know you like
touch
them.
my
Look.
nuts.
Listen, man, y'all been speaking in code all. Come on now.
Because we're both health people, so
No,
we.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about something else.
Well, I'm just making sure because
Oh
y'all.
my God, look at them over here.
Don't look at me because, you know,
She's hilarious, man.
my mind is a little altered sometimes.
No, I'm with you. The altar mind is where it's at.
Okay, that's good.
In the gray area, that's where it's
There we
at.
go,
In the
the
gray
gray
area,
area.
Gotcha.
Shout out to this girl named Leslie. She made this photo. She took this photo of like this. It was a bomb that went off, but the explosion, the picture was in like black and white, and the whole post was about understanding the gray area. I will tag
Oh,
y'all
nice.
in it.
Oh,
But she basically said, you see black, you see white, but this picture wouldn't be anything if you didn't understand the gray. And I was like, I shared it and everything. I was like, because I love to go
That's beautiful.
deep. Because you do see a contrast of the colors, but it was the gray that really made that picture make sense.
Yeah.
right.
So shout out to Leslie for that, but then it tied in because, you know, we are on the gray area media,
Thank
I
you.
guess.
Absolutely.
With this explosion of food from Food MD next to me right now. But so since I know, so y'all don't like the lentils either?
Love them.
No. I think you like lentils.
Who?
She trying to take stuff home. She trying to take stuff
That's
home.
too long as I can get the green.
Look, we all gonna
How much
take.
do you charge for them? I need a whole pot.
Oh,
Whole
okay.
pot of greens.
Whole pot of greens,
Greens are
whole pot of
fire.
lentils.
See, look at you. I love the crossover.
Fire, man.
Look at his plate. Can you
No.
show that to the camera?
That's really good.
Jeez. And he,
And I want some more.
take a bite of my lentils.
Empty. Empty.
Empty all
Empty.
day.
I was
Well,
like,
she put her
wow.
foot in them, boy.
She did.
Oh, toe jamming that.
All
She
day.
knew she was dealing with the difficult crowd today.
I'm still working on him. I ain't finished with him. I
Oh, man.
Can y'all pass me those almonds, please?
So,
You doing that on purpose.
He really wants to.
He going through
I
it.
haven't had any yet.
But see, you should eat the nuts.
Look at her,
with
man,
the-
being
the,
stingy.
muffin.
the who?
Eat the nuts with the muffin.
You want me
Eat
to
the nuts
eat
with the
healthy, but then you want to take
No,
all
don't
the
cross
healthy
that.
food.
That's a
No,
good
you
idea.
can typically cross it, but
Who does
hers
that?
got like a spice to it.
Oh, okay.
They like a spicy.
I didn't get
Okay.
no spice, but I only ate one. So.
Yours
You
is
didn't get
more
the spice?
sweet.
I
Eat it
don't know,
together.
They didn't have nothing. Yeah, I guess
almonds.
more sweet than spicy.
I'm glad you tasted
No,
it.
come on, it's almonds
That's all
in
you need is a
Yeah,
taste.
but I want to dump it here. No,
So,
No, that's
so,
all you need is a
No,
taste.
don't do that. Here you go.
so with the chickpea and the almond, what are you getting from that?
This is just a protein snack, actually.
It's a protein snack.
Put it in that bowl.
Almonds are actually very good. Like if you have a headache as well, it is.
Well,
Feeling.
she is not
no,
playing
you,
about
no,
nuts.
no, you can't have these nuts.
No, I was actually.
Right here.
I told you. Y'all gonna take all that meaty stuff with the greens and whatnot, and I'm gonna take
Yes.
this.
No, you're not. No, listen. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
Listen,
Hold on for a second. Let me get
Linda,
this out.
Linda.
Hold on. Let me get this out real
Linda.
quick. You sit there talking about all this.
Linda.
Everybody got to eat healthy, but when I'm trying to eat healthy, you trying to take all the healthy food.
No, 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 no,
I'm
no,
about
no.
to go get some chips.
Yeah, so like, yeah, get some chips and some chitlins. I'm not
So
doing
y'all gonna
that.
shade me like that?
I want them almonds and them lentils. I
Oh, so
them
you
chips
want
and
what
chitlins.
I got?
No, you gotta share.
No, 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 no. You want what I have. What we were blessed to receive. So this is what we will do. You can make a plate, like, you know, just put like a little, like, take
That's
this
messed
much.
up, man. That's messed up.
That
You should be like, look, let's even this out. You really, Pat? Do you really?
Pat, do you really want some? Pat, do you really want some?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah.
Fighting over these, fighting over the
I
lentils.
don't even know where this show has went to.
Smashing about the food. That's what
You got people's mouths erupting and
I
flavorful.
told you it's all about how you cook your food. That's
Yes,
about
there
it.
you go.
And getting
Absolutely.
it to be appealing for the tongue. Bring back that feeling, that feel good feeling.
I
'cause
got my
most
girl
people think-
Yana
Oh,
loving
look.
some healthy greens, girl.
I
Yeah.
love greens.
The food
But
is
this
good.
is like, I've never had greens that taste like this.
That is better than
And
your
I-
average greens,
They
and
are
it's
fire
healthier.
and it's juicy.
Yeah.
I
So
usually put hot sauce on it, give it a little
You
more
only need
juice or something, but That's real good.
That's good without the hot sauce.
And you know they're good.
And it's cold.
Yeah,
And it's
thank you.
good.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Exactly.
And I'm
Yeah.
yes.
Man, you can eat food
Nah, I
like
guess we
that.
gotta get back to healthy.
Dude, it's hot sauce. It's hot sauce. That brought me to
It's a
something.
pepper.
'Cause everybody in my house except me like hot sauce. What is hot sauce and what does it do for you?
It just adds
It's a
an
cayenne
extra
pepper juice, that's all.
spice.
It's just pepper juice.
Yeah, you still gotta be careful though,
With the
because I
sodium.
mean it's hot. So when you overspice and you go in, you can kind of cause damage. So
Okay.
you don't want to kind of become dependent on hot sauce.
Okay.
But as she
I
said,
know
they
some
do
people that
got
eat hot sauce
cayenne
with everything.
with everything. Yeah.
What
yeah,
is
ain't that-
what is nutritional yeast? That's what Desiree.
Oh my
said.
God,
Tell them
nutritional
about
I
nutritional
love
Wonderful. I just
nutritional
learned about that.
yeast.
Nutritional
Nutritional
yeast.
yeast is like full of almost. It's really, really good for people who are like vegan, vegetarian,
Yes.
who have yet to kind of balance out, making sure they're getting all their
Thank you,
nutrients.
Ayana.
But it is exactly what it is. Nutrition. What it says is nutritional yeast. So it's full of like almost every vitamin, mineral. I was gonna pass it that you could possibly want, need, desire. And it has like a cheesy flavor.
Yeah,
Okay.
it tastes like a Parmesan.
Yep. I use it to make a natural cheese sauce for my macaroni and cheese. Or I use it if like I'm gonna make some vegan Alfredo later. Well, depending on when we get done tomorrow. And I put some in there just to add a little extra cheesy flavor, but it's vegan, it's GMO free, gluten free,
Okay.
free.
Okay.
And it's really just something that shout out to the people who brought it to the forefront. It really helps in supplementing nutrients. A lot of people, like especially on my lifestyle, I use it in almost everything, and you can just sprinkle it like if it was a seasoning if you wanted to,
Right.
in a soup or anything, and it would be really good.
Nice.
Really, really good.
Okay.
Nutritional yeast is something to try. You can get it at Fresh Time. Kroger sells it actually in the seasoning section. So if you're scared to get a big container, because I buy it in containers like this big because I use a lot, they sell it in like a seasoning, like if you were to get salt or something, but it's
Right.
like this big, and
Oh,
it
okay.
says nutritional yeast on it, and it's by Bragg's.
Okay.
Is
Man,
this
there's so
yours
much
better
to
than mine?
learn about
Vitamin
food.
B12,
This yours
yeah.
better than mine?
Vitamin
yours?
B.
Mine's over here.
All the
Don't worry, I
vitamin
haven't.
Bs.
I haven't.
B
I noticed
complex.
you still ain't ate the lentils.
I'm sorry.
I
Hey,
done
listen.
raised 2 kids.
I'm a
Just
Listen,
all you have to do is take
I'm a-
one bite. That's it.
okay.
I salute you, man. on
Okay.
food.
Good.
Thank you.
Muffins, please. Let's go.
Okay.
He's like, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on, you can't have a muffin until you get your one bite of.
Yeah,
Can I take
how
I take a knife full.
I don't care. It can be a knife full. You just have to
Okay.
eat some. Don't play with me today.
And make sure you don't just get the juice. Don't just get the juice.
Huh?
It was good, okay.
I'm gonna try to get as much as I can on this knife. How's that?
That's perfect.
Is that good?
That's a
perfect.
real good bite.
Yeah.
That's a real good
Great, I'm
bite.
telling you, dude.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
I don't know if
go.
I'm ready.
1, 2,
Come
3,
on.
go.
Hold on.
Three,
You count
go.
too fast.
Okay, 1,
You
2,
count way too fast.
3.
One 1,000.
1.
Two 1,000.
Hey,
Three.
do you need the gray area music playing, bro?
No.
You need it?
Let's just
Man, I
do it.
try-
1,
Oh,
2,
Come on, Ray.
3.
okay. Wait a minute, man. Y'all get, hold on.
Everybody, just be quiet. Let him
Look,
get it.
I'm like the kid. Let me do it. Okay.
Let him do it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now he acting like it's horrible.
It's in my great
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It tastes like green beans.
Told you it did.
With a
little
little bit more
different.
texture.
Yeah, a little bit more texture. A little bit more spicier. That's okay.
And once again, the
not bad.
spice, the
Thank
seasoning
you.
is.
I'm taking these home, okay?
It's not bad.
Oh, you like the vegan muffins? See?
I did it.
Great.
I'm taking them home. Hey, thank you very much.
What do you need?
And you don't have to feel guilty
Give myself
about
back,
those. No
please.
synthetic
Okay.
sugar, no flours that's bad, no none of
Anybody
that.
else
Those are
have any?
coconut based.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. I was just-
I'm just
You
saying,
gonna
though.
definitely give her some because you making me share my nuts, and I know how I feel about that.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hey,
the
guys,
lentils are
those
really
nuts,
good.
please.
The lentils are good.
Thank you. I'm glad you tasted it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I'm hot. But I'm good.
Yeah.
It is hot, isn't
The
it?
air is usually on.
That's why I wore a tank top this time.
But we're getting ready to wrap
It was
up here
hot last time.
in a few
Yeah.
minutes. So I hope that the viewers are enjoying this healthy talk. You know, obviously we feasted, while we were on the air, but hopefully we're encouraging you guys to eat, and even myself, just try different foods that are more healthy. I don't eat much. I barely eat. I probably eat once a day. I probably need to eat more.
You need, yeah.
But when I do eat, I eat a lot at one time, which is really bad. So, and it doesn't matter whatever is in my peripheral at the time. But I need to I've stopped drinking milk. That's a good thing. That was a positive thing that I championed myself on, because that was something that really challenged myself with. I still haven't found an alternative. Tried almond milk, tried all the different milks. Didn't work for me. Even chocolate almond milk, none of them have really rested with me yet. So I'm still on a journey to find an alternative to milk. But I hope that the viewers are taking in the knowledge and understanding that we want to challenge you guys to also try and eat healthier.
Absolutely.
We can't go out and be the best people we can be if we aren't eating healthy, and that's just a fact.
I agree.
We can fight it all day long. Your frontal
I'll put
lobes,
it on the shirt.
if you curse people out on a daily basis, your frontal lobe needs some checking, and your frontal lobe, it might mean that you need to eat better. So,
I'm just
according to Mia
saying.
Pickens, your frontal lobe ain't right
Just look up
if
the frontal lobe.
if you cursing people out.
Look up what the frontal lobe does and just imagine what food could do to that.
Okay.
And then you don't have to imagine, because there's plenty of articles of what food does to that. So
Gotcha.
just look up the frontal lobe and then come back and hit me up on Simply a Tool and tell me what
Gotcha.
y'all think.
Absolutely.
Let
Absolutely.
me know. If you looked up the frontal lobe and they said that the frontal lobe is not important, send me the article. I'll read it, make sure that it's legit. Might write the person, see where they got their research from.
Yeah. Hey,
Because I know the frontal lobe is it's important. It's very
how do you
important.
guys, and this will be the last question I ask for tonight, how do you guys deal with, because somebody can find anything that's edible and say there's something wrong with it. Like literally, I'll go looking and researching for stuff. Somebody say, yeah, you should try this. And I'll find equally as a bad amount of information as good. So there's people out there that have a problem with everything. How do you guys weed out what's good and what's not? Being people who are really into healthy food. Like, how do you?
Well, she's smashing on my muffin. Shout out to something that tastes good on the vegan side.
I hope there's one left for me.
So,
Jesus.
I will say, for me, what I do is I really try to push an individual walk. Like,
Okay.
so what are your needs of yourself? Because technically, everything that you eat, I agree, whether you find an article or not. I mean, you can drink too much water and it'd be bad for you.
Right.
So understanding what is it that you need, researching the food and say, maybe I'm low on iron. Let me look up foods that are, higher in iron. So then when you get that, yeah, you may find out, well, if I eat too much broccoli, it's going to be this or that, but realistically, what is it per you as an individual? Your body will tell you what works for you.
Right.
So when you start getting your balance, because like, for example, I know grapefruit's amazing for you. I don't like how I feel when I eat it, and I don't like the taste of it. But the same nutrients that's in grapefruit, I can find in other places. So I'll substitute per my individual tongue. Goes back to what she said. When it tastes good to you, you kind of figure out, like for me, I actually love potatoes. But I know that certain potatoes ain't good for you. I know that. I don't need to read it. I know it. So I find my alternative per what I want, which is I go down the sweet potato line, but it's still a potato.
Right.
It's a healthier version.
Right, potato.
So
Okay.
I just feel like what people should do is do their own research, not even just listen to us. Like, we could have said chickpeas are great, and you'd be like, no, I don't want to deal with chickpeas. And that's okay. But find your individual
Right.
judgment.
Find your judge on it. So how I do things as far as educating on what you feel like is good and what's not good is basically just like, I feel like it's just like with anything else, with politics, religion. It's about your health. You have to have a journey where you put some weight in what someone else is saying, and you do your research, and you got to test and try, and that's kind of what I did. As people say, one of the biggest things eating healthy is expensive. It really isn't. We got to kind of pull back and go back to the basics. I like to promote people shopping, going back to the grocery store. You have to. I like for people to go out and see what's new and see what's on sale. And you have to learn how to eat seasonal. You're not trying to eat, excuse me, blood oranges in the middle of the summer because that's not when they're harvested. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you just have to educate yourself on food, how food grows, and then go from there. Remember, stay on the perimeter of that store, where the fresh stuff is, and get some healthy grains, At some point, your body's going to tell you no, or
Right.
the doctor's going to tell you no, but at some point, you got to figure out in the middle, where's that yes for you?
Right.
So,
Hey,
Right.
hey, here's my last question. I'm sorry, really quick.
I do have one more because I want to talk to Ayana about
Yeah.
her book.
Yeah. I want to eat healthy as I possibly can, but I go back and forth because like I'll go out and I'll buy a ton of fruit.
right.
And this might be a dumb question, but
It's not.
how do y'all keep fruit flies away?
Okay. This
Because
is
they
the-
come in like
They do.
Like
the same
banana.
day.
Yeah,
So-
they do. They do.
And a lot of people, one of the ways, there's natural ways of doing it. You can get you a small little container, put some, maybe some apple cider vinegar or some regular, and put plastic wrap around that and poke holes. They'll go in there and can't come back out.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
one way of catching them. You
Oh,
can
wow,
sit there
okay.
right there
Oh,
by the
that's
fruit.
good.
Apple cider vinegar and just put
Uh-huh.
it.
Yep. And
That's
then
interesting. Okay.
Not
wrap
in
it
there
with-
with the fruit. And
Yeah,
another
just
container.
near
Yeah.
near it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another thing to do,
I'm like, ugh.
and a lot of people always wonder, like, I didn't see any flies or anything when I brought the fruit in. People don't realize that, like gnats and stuff, they lay their larvae on these
Yeah.
the skins of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you can do is actually wash your fruit too immediately.
With what? What do you recommend washing your fruit
That's
with?
what I was gonna say.
With the
to her.
vinegar, a
Yeah.
little salt water or something.
Yeah.
You got to
So the vinegar and like
Yeah.
take
So
a
the-
But immediately, like most
Yeah.
people, let it sit for
Yeah.
a couple days and they wash as they eat.
it. Right.
Okay, so I take the bananas, right? I put them in the
Yeah.
sink and just take like some
Yeah.
vinegar and just wash them.
Yeah.
So
That'll work.
I make a tub of water in
Yeah.
there and then submerge them a little bit and then bring them out.
With
And
vinegar,
just rub
right?
it off.
Like water
Apple
with vinegar
cider.
and put
Yeah, it's like maybe
the apple cider vinegar. Okay.
and some water. Yeah.
You get the same effect
Huh.
if you just use water. Like to
Well,
rinse.
it could be.
Like what about
but what
grapes? I
happens?
don't want to put my grapes in vinegar.
But
Yes,
you're not
you can.
gonna you're not
You're
gonna
not
taste it.
You
You're not gonna
You're
taste
not
it.
you're not putting in just vinegar. You're diluting it.
That's what the water.
So how
is
much
for.
vinegar to water?
I'm thinking
should
like
it be?
a half, for cleaning. I say about a half a cup.
Especially because most
Half
of
a
the
cup
time
of
you're
vinegar
gonna
and then a
use.
half
So like
cup
a
of water.
like a sink full of water.
Yes, that's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
got
Yeah,
you,
like
okay.
a sink or like
You
a
can add,
bin if
you
you
can
put it in
add
a
some
bin.
salt in there too, and that's just gonna help cleanse off.
And then just
that.
take them out and dry them on like a napkin or
Yeah,
something.
just let them
like-
air dry. Yeah, it's not gonna.
And
Taste,
they'll be
it's not gonna
perfect.
taste
I don't
like vinegar.
have.
Okay.
I don't
So
have
I need to start doing that.
the fruit fly problem.
Okay.
And I learned and I agree when I would take my time to clean, that's when I had it. So now, and I had just read it in an article, because I'm like, this is outrageous. Like, I'm not about to give up my love for fruit just so that, I don't got to deal with the flies.
And
but
see,
they
and that's why I
literally
stopped.
said
Yeah.
immediately, like, when you putting up your food, before you even finish putting up, just go ahead and drop your fruits and stuff. Now, my berries and things like I don't as long because if you
They're
think of
tender.
the tender, the texture of the berries,
How long do you soak them?
I do my berries probably no more than like 5 minutes. But my difference with my
Okay.
berries is I'm like actually
Massage.
not like because
So
they'll
you take
they'll
them,
be
like-
in, but I'll actually take the time to try to make that 5 minutes go. Because like my
Okay.
apples, I do for like 10, 15 minutes because I don't like my apples that shiny look that be on the apples. I
Yeah,
want
so
the
you can-
skin and I want the inside
One of
too.
the viewers said you'd be surprised how dirty fruit is.
Oh my gosh, I have a
Right.
picture on my page
They had
of
this
my
one
water.
thing where the wax that's on apples as well. You can actually take boiling water and pour it over the apple, and that wax will actually come off. And your do understand your apple's gonna go bad fast, not because of the hot water, but because that wax is no longer protected.
Oh, okay.
But so I would suggest if you want the wax off, just do it as you ready to eat your
Oh,
apples.
okay.
Okay, got you.
Wow.
Oh, I love that it's EYE, girl. Yes, I see you. Oh, thank you. Yes, that is how it should be.
Ayana Tipton,
Yes.
you are a new author,
A phenomenal young woman.
and you're on your way to do very smart woman. You're on your way to putting this book out. Have it touched Amazon or any of the stores yet?
It's getting ready to. Right now, I'm in the phase of proofreading it all, being in network with everybody. But yes, it will be on Amazon for sure.
Okay, your book called ID. Give us a quick synopsis of your book and why you wrote it.
The book ID is just the authentic me. It's like I don't really care if people agree with it, you know, because once you keep reading, you gotta get past like the first chapter, then the
Okay.
second chapter. But it's me, so there's no right or wrong. This is my life story. Like if you get offended, like this is my life.
I noticed you started from like this. This is all takes place between 1993 to 2017. So this is your experience.
Yes.
Okay.
This
From
is
then
all,
until now.
This is all my life experiences. Also, the people that like help shape me and mold me.
Okay.
So like family is incorporated, but not strictly. It's not about them.
Yeah.
So it's really like the things that I traveled through from birth, as I remember, how I perceived life when I
Okay.
was a kid
Right.
versus being a grown woman
Okay.
and understanding who God is. And then that's why I understand, like, I can't blame my parents for anything they lack. You know, as a grown woman, you
There
take
you
on,
go.
you become more mature. So
Right.
within this book, like, you kind of see my mindset, you kind of see the transitional periods.
Okay.
And then it reaches young women because it's real life situations. Like, it's not just my story. My story is everyone's story usually, you know. And if it's not, like, everybody can find something in this book that they can relate to, men, women, children, because it all relates to like black culture. Not even black culture, just being a human.
Okay.
You know, you have your highs and lows, but how do you balance that? So that's
Right.
why the book is like important. And it's really good. I have poetry, I have everything that's in it. So
Right.
it kind of reaches the rough edges. So if you know, you in the streets or whatever, you will still want to read the book, you know,
Right,
just because you want to know.
Takes you on a
So,
journey, and then
yeah.
but it also shows you how your spiritual growth.
Yeah.
Right. At the end of it, you
Yes.
reached your spiritual growth.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know what? We're gonna continue to follow this. You know, right now, you gave us a brief copy of it. Appreciate that. Definitely gonna read thoroughly through that. Where can people follow you or look out for this book?
Yeah.
See, that's the main thing. I'm just gonna have a book sign. I was very active with the media and all of that. I had many followers. Like, I'll post the pictures and they do numbers.
Okay.
But as I mature, like during the process of writing a book, actually, like I have thousands of friends. But it was a distraction. So now if you look at my Facebook, I don't have 5,000 plus friends and everybody waiting.
Okay.
I have a smaller number. It's not
Right.
even 1,000. It's like 300.
Right.
It's less than 400 for sure.
Right. And
So-
that helps you through your phase where you had to get rid of a lot of the.
Yes, so
Okay.
I just wanted to do it differently because everybody look at media like, you put on media, you can be rich. No, I want to stand. I want you to understand who I am. I want them to perceive me in a whole different manner. So I'm not going to post it on Facebook or, I do a status or something like that, but not like put it out there.
As your only promotional.
Right. So when I do the promotional, it'll be like something like this, the great
Okay.
media.
Well, let us know. Come back
and
and
the
we'll.
radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I'm
come back.
having a book signing, so that's
Okay.
how people can find me.
When is that? When is that?
Soon as I get this published.
Okay.
So I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm a little
Okay.
tired, but I'm on it.
Hey, stay diligent.
It'll be done
Yeah.
this year for sure.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to within a month because I have all the resources
Okay.
and I'm back proofreading before I send it out. She was like, "When you gonna send it?" I don't want to rush the process. It's all like spiritual. I ask God, come before me. Like, am I right? And take anything out that shouldn't be in it. I don't want to offend anyone, but I want the authentic me, the real me. The real voice, the real message behind what I'm trying to persuade. So that's
Right.
all
Important. I
where
love
I'm
that, Ayana.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's beautiful.
That's great. That's great. We're definitely gonna follow that.
I look forward to reading it.
I just like
Yeah.
to. Can you point out how you put the ID? Like, I just
Yeah.
love,
Where the
for a
ID come
person
from?
like
Spelled
me, that
EYED.
Yeah, I'm
It's
real
so
deep.
deep.
That's why the book
Yeah,
is real
that's
deep.
real deep.
And I try to be careful with my words because words are powerful to me.
Absolutely.
So I try to reach every angle. I won't be too smart or too, street.
Too
I want
right,
it to kind of reach everywhere. I use ID and I spelled it EYE''D for ID for identification because it's your eyes, how you perceive, how you take in. It start right here.
Right.
Your soul, that's the entryway to your body. Your
Oh,
vessel,
so we've been feeling each other this whole time.
eye contact. That's why it says powerful. So-
Yeah.
Right.
So I just like that ID for identification, and then I just put, instead of just an I put EYE because it's a group. I don't want to single anybody out. When you put I, that's one, that's singular.
Right.
So I just made it for everyone.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
just pointing anybody out. This is for everybody. Me, I put my own personal things I was embarrassed about. I put it in a book. Because I'm no longer embarrassed. So it seems to grow. Because I would never tell people the things that are in my book. but they're out there.
Wow.
Why? Because a lot of people are embarrassed of the real authentic them. You know what I'm
Authentic
saying?
self.
So that's why they wear makeup or whatever. Not bashing
understand what you're
anybody
saying.
because makeup, you feel me? You cool.
But some people take it
But
to a.
if you take off your makeup and you feel less of a woman
Yep.
or a person, then that's when the issue is. So that's
Yep.
why I just came real. This is me. You know,
Right.
you receive it or you don't. And I'm okay if you don't. But
Right.
eventually, once the ones that don't, they're going to want to know, well, who is she?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to draw them to me anyway. So
Right.
All right.
it's a give and take. If the book ain't for you, pass it along. It's for somebody. So I'm
right.
good.
Awesome. That's great.
I just love the
Appreciate
throwing
that.
of the shoulders. when
Yeah.
she said, I said, okay.
Do you get a lot of people
Yes.
that take you the
Confidence.
wrong way, because you're so confident and speak well, I can see, and this is a problem like in our community as well, because see, we can relate to someone that's passionate about what they've been passionate about. We know that like when someone is angry and it's heightened and all that, there's a lot of people in the world that don't understand that yet, and it causes a lot of confusion. So, I'm glad that you're being yourself and you're very passionate and vibrant and continue to be that way. We shouldn't have to change who we are,
Yes.
whether that's if you're a loud person, be loud. That's you, as long as you're not disrespecting anybody,
Right.
but, be yourself. Don't let that, change who you are. There's a
That's
lot
where
of things in
I'm
this
good.
world that try to, make us people that we're not. So be
That's
yourself.
something else though.
Yeah.
Like I was telling her before we got rolling and everything.
Sure.
She was like, "You give me a lot of compliments," and I was like, "She said I like that." I said, "Well, I love myself." Like so, it's easy. And we was kind of going back and forth, and
Right.
it was interesting. 'Cause this is my first time meeting her, and I'm
Yeah.
over here like, "Hey, girl," and
And
things
it's like y'all
that.
known each other for a
It's
long
like
time
we
because
know.
you love yourself.
I love myself,
So you
and she
seeing
loves
yourself in her.
herself. So I don't sit
Spiritual
next to
growth.
her and be like, "I'm intimidated. Why she over here? That was deep. EYE." As soon as you said EYE is
Right.
group versus I in singular, I'm over here like, "Girl, come here, please." I've been trying to get people to understand this.
Right.
But I think I would like to say, as I'm a young woman as well coming up, like it is good when you have that confidence. And I don't want anybody. I had somebody tell me like, you talk about healthy eating, like humble yourself, like you act like you ain't never ate bad. No, that's why I'm so passionate about it, because
Right.
I want you to know, as an ID, I want you to know that the path I walked on is possible to overcome.
Yes.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
my confidence is not to intimidate. I
Yes.
am not responsible for how you receive. I'm responsible to give and do with love and light. So if you receive like somebody is probably listening like, "Oh, she thinks she this and that." Like, no, she's walked this journey. She wants to share her journey, and you need to check your emotions.
Right.
I have
Frontal
my
lobe.
emotion. This comes from all that kale I be eating. I love me.
Absolutely.
Humbly.
Yes.
But I
Right.
love me. Like, that is dope about your book. I will definitely buy your book. Like,
Absolutely.
I cannot wait
And that's
to,
the biggest thing.
to
Like,
get that
my
book. ID,
is
yes.
not gonna be expensive. I'm not looking for the money. The money gonna come.
Yep, it will. Because
So-
the right person will be like, come here,
Yeah.
because I need you to write part 2. And I want to sponsor that. So,
Right.
There you
Right.
go.
and it happens.
Yeah,
It definitely
absolutely.
happens.
Absolutely.
Definitely
And let us know if you need further writing assistance or whatever. We got people in our network like Tyra Selden with the Selden Writing Group.
Shout out to Tyra Selden.
Nice shout out to
Shout out
Tyra
to
Selden.
her.
She's
I
a
wanna
huge
be good.
advocate for helping us get what we need to do as far as publishing and writing
Absolutely.
and stuff like that. So
Let me connect to her, too.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Everybody
Tyra
needs to
Selden.
connect to her.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's major. She writes. She's doing a lot in the community for the writing and the authorship.
But see, we don't even know about these people because we believe in, like, what did you say earlier? Like, you start in your small group, and you got to be willing to go out that
To
group.
expand.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's like a pebble in the, it's like a pebble in
and
the
then
water.
before
Absolutely.
we started,
Bigger and bigger.
she made another good point, which was about how, like, we kind of don't, especially in our culture, like, we don't like each other and stuff like that. But, like, I would never have came across that person. Probably, I mean, I'm sure the Most High would have delivered her in the time of need. But I'm just saying, if I was in that click mode, she don't sit. I don't know her. I'm not
Right.
gonna get to know.
Like
Right.
She don't look like me. She look like she went to school. I don't want to deal with her.
Right.
Like,
Right.
and then you shun that person. But
Yeah.
like, even with, I'm like, okay, so do me a favor. I'm not gonna want to cook next week, so I want some nuts, and I need to read your book while I'm on the beach in 2 weeks. So if you can send me a little short copy, I'll pay you for a preview. And
She's so cute.
that's how I look at it. Like, but I love to see love, and I know to get that I have to be loved. So
Yes,
like
absolutely.
I can't expect you to be this light,
You
and
can't expect
I'm
people to be
dark.
more than what you are.
Like
Right.
that don't make sense. So like when I sit here, I don't see like she said something different than what I said about food, and I'm just excited that these minds are getting out here,
Right.
and like we're
Lovely.
not being stopped. And
that's
I
what
love,
this platform is
and
for,
I
man.
love, like
Absolutely.
I love,
Yeah,
and I love this
and that's
water.
what this platform is for. It's beautiful water.
And I had to use the bathroom. Who said that before
That
we
was
started?
me. That was me. I already know
Ellis, you
the deal.
pointed over here. All right, come on, man.
Because your mouth be on 10.
Oh my God,
This has been outstanding.
has been.
And obviously, we're going to do this again because the more we talk to people and keep them, fessed up in this importance of health, the more they're going to gravitate to it. We're going to continue to follow you in your book.
ID.
Absolutely.
Get your ID.
Absolutely,
y'all.
man.
Yeah, we got to
Get your
get
idea.
we got to get an ID out there. It's important. And you know what? You know what I realize is also is that we have to continue encouraging each other.
Stop hating.
Both man and woman.
Yes.
We live in a society where it's become really selfish, and we have to get outside of that and care about others more than ourselves. And it's not just about what we want; it's about what we can do for other people. And in that temperament, then we'll get those things that we need because it feels good to help other people. So,
Building a nation.
so yeah, let's do the closing remarks. Start with you, Monica. Just let the people know.
All right. Well, once again, everybody, my name is Monica, the Food MD Douglas. I am a chef, entrepreneur, still currently employed, but I am always working on my craft. I want to thank everyone at the Great Area Media, and Ayana and Mia.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for enjoying my food and giving me
Yes,
many
it is.
shout outs. It's
Excellent.
Unbelievable.
It's hard to let people
She got about
Taste your
2,000 friend
food.
requests on hold right now.
Them green.
I mean,
let
seriously,
people
look.
touch your food live, because if it was bad, I was gonna be like I got a restroom or something. So, but shout out, just keep a lookout for Monica the Food MD Douglas. I'm going to be here in the city,
excellent.
so
Yes, she
I'm in
is.
the midst of building my brand, building the business, and I feel like I'm in a room of some greatness right now. Thank you.
Yes,
Absolutely.
are.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Mia,
You know, y'all, I'm just Mia. Simply Mia.
simply a tool.
Holistic Health Mentor, Simply a Tool on Facebook, Simply Being _ Mia on Instagram. Just keep up as well. I do a lot of the physical activity, education seminars and things like that around healthy food. On Simply a Tool, especially on Facebook, I do a lot of dropping of just these gray areas.
Absolutely.
Like lentils
Yeah,
and
lentils.
chickpeas and vegan treats and
Almonds.
Baz rice. We ain't gonna say the whole word 'cause we won't
Maserati.
even get the whole word.
Maserati.
So, but yeah, just keep in touch. Reach out to me. Questions. I have a lot of different services, from getting in the kitchen with you to shopping with you to helping you through these challenges and changes that food definitely brings. A diversity of introduction of new tasting and things like that. I also advocate for a lot of things within my community. Shout out to there's a Black Farmers Market if you have not
Yes.
noticed it yet
Oh,
on
wow.
July 28th, I believe, or
Hope to be
29th.
there.
Nice. When is that?
Where?
It is at the Urban League. So if you
Okay.
literally just type in Black Farmers Market, that is how it is. It is black. It is straight to the point. I will be in the building there. I have to be in the building there. So just stay in touch and don't be scared to come with the questions because that's how
Absolutely.
you grow
Absolutely.
grow.
and learn.
Love
And I
yourself.
also
Reach
want to
out.
thank
Don't
everybody.
be scared to try new food.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Oh, it was so dreadful, but it was so good when I did it.
It was like,
He said it was so
wow.
dreadful.
You
Yeah, I was
said-
doing
it was
it.
like we was asking you to taste
Yeah, I was doing the
chillin'.
countdown. That was
know.
scaring me. I'm like,
She was right.
Slow
She said
down.
give you silence. She did say give you
I said,
silence.
get this man
but,
silent.
but that's me. I'm pretty laid back. I think I showed that. So
yes.
yeah, I love food. Let thy food be thy medicine. Thy medicine be thy food. Understand
Say
that.
that.
Learn that, and you will
Let's go.
understand why you really can get past a lot of different diseases and diagnoses.
Yep.
Hashtag get your frontal lobe checked.
Yes, hashtag. Don't hashtag that yet, because I clearly need a trademark, copyright, do all that, because it's about to blow up. Hashtag your frontal lobe.
Ayana.
Miss me, Ayana.
Well, I am Ayana, and I just want to thank y'all because I was supposed to
Yes.
be here another time and I didn't make it. But
It's
this is
okay.
excellent.
Thank you.
Like just the name, the Gray Area, it just fits. Like I'm glad that I was even drawn to you all.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
I know that it's real because I'm not in people's places right now
For
that
sure.
that I'm not wanting. You know,
yeah.
I'm spirit led. So for me to keep coming, like the first time I'm coming, then come.
Yeah.
And then today I come and I just feel the energy. It's nothing
Yeah.
forced. It's like family. I
Absolutely.
don't know any of y'all, and it just feel
Yeah.
like a sisterhood with us, and then like a family with us. So
Absolutely.
So I
Yeah.
just love it. So it's a great area. Like with my book, you see the great area. Everything just match. I just
Yep.
love it. So I'm just thankful to be here
Awesome.
Thank
and
Yeah.
to get
Thank you.
knowledge.
Yeah, we
And
learned
green,
from each
that's
other.
And get you some greens.
You coming off that
enjoy
green
myself.
recipe.
Give her the green. Give her the green.
P. Wills.
Yeah, she was good.
Thank
I want
you
to thank
guys.
y'all man for I want to thank y'all man for coming. Learned a lot as usual. Had fun. I mean, I really need to take some of that food home though. I mean, straight up. Shout out to all the viewers,
Can
man,
we
that
turn the
watch.
cameras off, please?
I think they off now.
Shout out to all the viewers that watch, that are still watching,
yet,
that share
not yet.
this on their pages as well. We appreciate your support. And if there are anything that you want us to like touch on, man, just please post that in the comment section or our page too. You know what, man? You got to eat to live. I mean, and I go back and forth. Like 1 minute I'm not eating meat for a very long time, and then I go back to eating some of it. But I think that y'all really helped me with the fruit because, like, you know, I love
that
fruit.
was a good-
Yeah, so
And I always say buy it in smaller doses. Make it
Yeah.
okay to go to the store. Don't buy
I
in
got
such
you.
big bulk.
Create a new
Because no
habit.
one wants to sit there and clean 3 bags of apples. I mean,
got you.
just buy it in smaller doses.
And
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's gonna go bad before
Yeah.
you get to
Get
all
to
of
it.
it, and then that's what makes you start saying, "Hey, this is expensive," because I keep going to go do this instead of just getting it in the amount that you really
Yeah.
I
consuming.
buy
Right.
like, I
That
buy like
makes
1
sense.
mango,
Uh huh.
3 limes.
Is it good to freeze it?
Then why do all that? Just make
Well, I mean, I'm just.
You
I'm just saying.
can,
I'm
you
saying, I'm
can,
saying.
Like
you can,
strawberries,
you can,
and bananas.
you
too.
can. But
Okay.
if you're don't,
But
when
I'd
you
rather
think
eat
of
it.
freezing, you're thinking
Yeah,
preserving.
just-
Just get what you need,
Make the
not what
store-
you want. What you need.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
make the store like your friend. People look at going to the grocery store as such a chore.
Yeah, 'cause
I
it's
understand I love to cook,
tiny.
but look at it like shopping for your car, accessories for your car. Like, what am I
Right.
going to get for my car today? What nice thing am I going to do for my body? So I go in there, like I said, you look at what's on sale. You know, like Bing cherries, they come into season. They're usually $3 a pound. They're like $1.88, and everybody's going crazy. So yeah, I got a big bag of those. You know,
Yeah.
so you don't know that if you bought so much in bulk, you miss that.
Right.
So you
Missed it.
missed that little jewel
Right.
that the season gave you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, listen, we're gonna
right.
go
Yeah.
over there.
And also, if you check out Simply a Tool, I post sales. So if I'm out shopping and I catch stuff, I will go through the produce because that's where I'm pretty much at, and I'll post and share so that you have other shortcuts. Because some people be
Gotcha.
like, I can't do it or I
Gotcha.
don't want to, and they'll just know shortcut. Go to Kroger,
So-
wherever.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just buy, you know, you can go to just for your fruit and veggies, go twice a week. You know, instead of buying a 5-pound bag of potatoes, buy like 2 or 3. You don't need that
Yeah,
many.
you
You
don't.
just don't need that many to just sit around your house.
I got you.
Someone asked, is there any weight loss programs offered?
Eat healthy.
Be healthy and
Just
move.
eating healthy.
I mean,
Yeah, the biggest
And walk. I mean, if you don't
Yeah, it's-
want to run, just walk.
yeah, just
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, man, just walk down the street.
We had
Dance.
covered that. We covered a little bit of
Yeah.
that about the equation about weight loss. Weight loss is basically 80% of
Eat.
your diet, and
Absolutely.
then if you can
And
get
then
your
your mind.
diet in check and start eating more healthy foods, and start getting away from your processed foods. It's a process, and it's not easy, especially
No,
because
it's
those things
not.
have addicting factors.
Yep.
So you have to have some type of support. You have to be prepared. And if you don't like to cook or don't know how to cook, there's things, agency people.
There's
I'm for
YouTube
hire.
University.
Yeah, I can.
Google
You
College.
can always call me. I usually give my passion as a gift. I'm trying to price it out now, but that's what I do. I love to teach people how to cook. People call me up how to do this. Like, girl, just do this and this and that. And then Just be done with it. It's so easy. I know it's easy for me because it's my passion, but when I show people how easy it is,
It really is
is easy.
Right.
Because people just don't have that knowledge base to different techniques. That's what it is. It's different techniques, so people's food becomes boring.
Stop shortcutting. Like,
Yeah.
I know it sounds good to do like this. You can drink this juice and you'll lose 20 pounds, but like, it's not even healthy to do it that way. Like, take the time, because what happens is when you go on the diet, you're restricting yourself for a certain time with not the intent to change. So then you like, okay, my such and such day is up.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna go back to what I know,
right.
and then you gain the weight back right back. And so
Right. It's a lifestyle. You
it's
guys.
a lifestyle. Like,
So I got one confession. Today was my first time ever making lentils like that.
Really?
What?
But that's how I cook.
Wow.
I make a lentil turkey sausage soup, so I know how to make them in sparse, but I never made just lentils. But it doesn't intimidate me. I'm like, I actually said I don't want to go shopping for this day. I always see what's in my cabinets. So all this was in
Use
my
up what you got.
cabinets. I use up what I got.
Yeah,
Right.
use up what you got.
So
Wow.
I had like a half a bag of lentils left. I said, let me get some vegetable broth, cut up an onion, throw in some seasonings, and that's what I can come up with.
that easy, y'all. Just like
It's just
just
that
listen to what
easy.
she said: lentils, vegetable broth, onions, and seasoning. And this will fill you up. It is
Yeah.
full of nutrients, and lentils are not. It's not like they're $10,000 at the grocery store.
No.
Like at times,
There's pennies on a dollar.
yeah,
And
that's really
you
great.
should be full. Do you feel full after eating lentils?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't.
I feel full after a night full. I feel very full.
His frontal
He's
lobe
been
is
he's
screwed.
been sarcastic. Listen, he's been sarcastic.
His frontal
The
lobe is
lentils were good.
I mean, straight up though, man. Look, we have to eat to live, man, and you know, love yourself. I mean, listen.
Yep.
I know y'all love y'all love your vehicle and stuff.
So shop
And
for it.
yeah, and, you know, and you touched on that. You know, keeping it clean. You know, putting the right gas and oil and
Yeah.
fluids in it. Treat your body better. Period.
Yeah.
Thank you.
and
Love.
best.
All right,
Yes. Hey, thank you guys for coming. You all have been a great joy. You finally made it. I'm so happy. I wasn't going to give up on you.
Yes.
I know that you really wanted to come. The first time you contacted me, you were very spearhead about being here and just couldn't make it that time. But
cool
so I'm
as
glad
well.
you
Gosh,
came.
Shay.
I know exactly like that.
She had to shake you up a little bit.
I know. I'm like, dang, cool in the mud.
It's like that. Let me
But-
go.
It's just an honor to be in a position to be able to support people in what they do every day. That they want to do. You know, I don't think that we have enough platforms like this, and we challenge people to create more of them. To create more of them so that we can become a standard, so that we can get out here and be the best that we can be and hold each other up. And that's the only way we can get by. So, you know, shout out to the viewers for always rocking with us and sharing our
you.
live feeds. You guys are, we honor you guys, and we do it for you. You know, some of you guys can't leave the house or haven't been places, you know, don't watch TV, and this may be your only source, and we appreciate you for that. So, you know, let us know what we can do to continue supporting the community, being a voice for everyone, and just keep rocking with us. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
The Gray Area Media. We've obligated ourselves to be the voice for all communities, speaking on topics that include community, religion, education, politics, technology, sports, health, and wellness. The Gray Area Media is a platform created by longtime friends for the sole purpose of providing our communities with the ability to voice current, past, and modern day issues. The Gray Area, in its naming significance, solely speaks to the area in which people shy away from speaking because of media-based constraints or contractual-based obligations. Well, I'm here to tell you, we don't do that here. So please, stay tuned in. We're going to go live in a few minutes. Don't forget, please add us as a friend on Facebook so that you can follow our live feed. And not only that, please add us on Twitter and Instagram at The Gray Area Media. Please visit our website at www.thegrayareamedialive.com. Thank you.